I think I saved last time. Hi everyone! Also, Resto, thank you so much for subscribing at Tier 1 for 11 months. That is insane. I really appreciate the support. If the volume seems off at all, please let me know. If any of you don't know, I'm a huge Otome fan. So I've been playing, Cupid Parasite over on my YouTube. Oracle! The Angel Army attacks with love. Hello, Angel Army! Thank you for giving Oracle a shout out, guys. If you don't follow Oracle, go give my beautiful angel some love. She is fantastic. For those of you who don't know me, hi, welcome in. I am Katie Bug. I am a variety streamer. We do a variety of content over on this channel. We do Bible study streams, we do Otome games, we do like JRPGs, a whole bunch of different stuff. How is your stream, love? Also, if you need to go do after stream care stuff, please feel free to. But for you guys of you who don't know, hey Resto, could you do exclamation point YouTube? I have been playing this game specifically over on YouTube. We have done the common route, we have done Ryuki, we're currently doing Shelby, then we'll be doing Gil, Rule, Alan, and the hidden route. Thank you! So, go make sure to follow me on YouTube to stay up to date on all the Buglicious contests I post over there. It's a lot of fun and I really enjoy it. But yeah, how was your stream, my love? Thank you for the raid. Also, hi Baron, how are you? Also, could I get a shout out for, Baron Bananas? B-A-N-A-N-A-S. The only good thing about the Gwen Stefani song, Bananas, is it taught me how to spell bananas. And from there, I couldn't leave Mr. Snell's gear trunk. I returned with him to Parasite House. I'm doing good, thank you. Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, I still don't like it.
You know, you are such a good listener, Beat. You're like a sponge, really.
Is that Kingdom Hearts?
Me?
What Kingdom Hearts game is that?
I'm just me.
What game was that? Oh, that's why I haven't played Dream Dog Distance. I'm like, I recognized the art style, but I was like, what? I couldn't leave Mr. Snell here drunk, so I returned home with him to the Parasite House. Shelby, I brought you some water. I'm coming inside. There's a lot of, the only Kingdom Hearts games that I've played is I've started one, and I gave up at the end because it was annoying, so I quit. I've played 2. I've played, 365/2. I've started, Birth by Sleep. I started 3, but I wasn't really vibing with it. I think that's it that I can remember off the top of my head. Oh, I want that game. It's been on my, list for a while, The World Ends With You. I've seen it around and it looks interesting. He's sleeping. I entered the room and Mr. Snow was already asleep. He was completely out of balance while drunk earlier, but he's already changed out of his clothes. He's so proper even in times like this. Mr. Snow had lived alone all along, so he must be used to not relying on others. I sit next to Mr. Snow on his bed and stare at his sleeping face. He appears much more when he was asleep. That's a little weird, Cupid, but okay. Wow. I've been streaming for 6 minutes and I already need to take a break. Well, I guess I'll be right back, guys. Speaking of which, what's going to happen now? Now that he's announced he's single, there's no need for me to pretend to be his wife, meaning I don't have to be in this house anymore. But for some reason, it was difficult for me to call it over from my end. I don't know why. 'Cause L is for the way you look at him. Thank you for the work, Oracle. Have a good rest. Also, again, thanks for the raid. Because I didn't want to leave Mr. Snow alone? Or because I've grown fond of this life? I don't really know, but if I still want to be here, I can remain silent about it for now. If something were to happen, Mr. Snow would say something. I left the cup of water by the bed. Good night, Shelby. I mean, you could just talk to him, because he's probably going to say something. Right now, I want him to sleep and get some rest. Starting tomorrow would surely be another day of hard work. I combed through his disabled bangs and kissed his forehead, like how a mother would to her child in the movies. I mean, definitely not the same here, but, yes, late stream, but that's okay. I went to my own room so that I could sleep early, too. Also, welcome in! He was pretending to be asleep! Oh, the turd nugget! Ah! I put my hand on my forehead where she kissed me inside. I woke up to the sound of her saying goodnight to me right when she kisses me on the forehead. Okay, so he wasn't pretending to be asleep. I froze up. Thank you for contributing to the challenge! I froze up in surprise, but she left the room without realizing I had woken up. What she did cannot be ignored. I remained confused while allowing my body to sink further into my bed. After returning from the bar, I couldn't maintain my balance. I remember her helping me up along the way. I didn't have the intention to drink that much, but I felt at ease when I was with her, and I ended up drinking more than I should. This was the first time it happened. Thank you for contributing to the challenge! That never was a time I would drink until I lost my memory. Now that my drunkenness has somewhat subsided, I'm starting to feel embarrassed. It was the first time I complained so much to someone, and yet she stayed by my side without changing her attitude. I looked at the side of my bed and see a cup with water that she brought. This wouldn't be here if I were not living with someone. An agitated sigh came out of me. I'm irritated because my emotions have gone to a place I can't control. It's gotten past the point of no return. I either have to give up or just bite the bullet. Those are the only two choices. Like, give up on her or tell her how you feel. I'm in favor of you confessing your love to her. Please do so. I get up and drink the water she brought me. Tomorrow I will return back to a truly single state. I wonder if she realizes that. But I couldn't be the one to tell her to end this life. What to do? Just tell her that you love her and start actually dating. In any case, I should go to sleep for today. I finished the water and put down the cup on the side of the bed. Then I remembered the letter. That's right, I have to do something about this. This was a personal letter sent to me. It was an invitation to my middle school reunion. I haven't met my classmates of middle school since graduating. I thought about whether to attend or not. After a while, I heard the sound of a shower running downstairs. She must be taking a bath. Right when I realized that my cheeks became heated, I told myself it was the alcohol doing that. What am I imagining? It's probably better that I go to sleep. I can't think clearly enough to make decisions because of the alcohol. I put the letter at the side of the bed and lay down. I closed my eyes and tried my best to sleep. Confessor, draw 25 cards, right? The next morning, I get up and went to the living room and see Mr. Still already there. Picks up the... I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were just talking about how, like, if someone confessed, how, like, we wouldn't inherently believe them. And I'm sitting here like, I guess if one of my cutie husbandos confessed to me, I would be like, sure, maybe. Especially if it was Saint Tremaine. That man's hot, and I've loved him for a very long time. So, like, if it was him, I would totally believe him. But, like, I don't know how I would feel if someone confessed to me in real life. Like, I'm not saying it hasn't happened, but it hasn't happened in a very long time. I'm also just not in a place where I really want to be dating. Not because I'm not interested in marriage. I'm definitely interested in being married, but I'm about to start college and working and, like, I don't really have time to date. Good morning, Shelby. Yes, good morning. Did you sleep well? I still seriously think he looks better without his suit jacket on. Yes. I see that Mr. Snail is making breakfast again. The bacon smells nice, causing me to feel hungry. Right? What is dating in this economy? Ain't nobody got time for that. Something about this is making me happy. He's not playing the devoted husband role, but he still makes breakfast for us. He didn't go back to his jelly drink life. That by itself made me happy. But I noticed that the TV was on. He usually keeps it off. I'm sure he turned it on to watch the news. Could it be that he's worried about the press conference from last night? I hope there aren't any bad comments. I looked at the TV, and they were just starting to report on the press conference yesterday.
One night has passed since Shelby Snail, the president of Cupid Corporation, announced that he is actually single. The announcement by Mr. Snail, who was famous for being a great husband, has caused widespread repercussions, and this just in. Mr. James, a commentator for a program that once fueled the hot topic of Mr. Snail being a great husband, has begun an emergency press conference.
So Jesus over me, like, I'm not lonely, I have Jesus. But the reality of it is sometimes even loving Jesus, I still feel lonely.
Well, it seems we have a live relay. We now bring you the broadcast from Mr. James' press conference.
No, not all of the dialogue is in Japanese, just most of it. Some of the, dialogue on, the news is in English. I'm not sure why. I made that decision. Couldn't tell you.
はい。こちらジェームズ氏の緊急会見です。
Totally understand
今
that,
ちょう
Wolf.
ど登場されました。
Yes, we're at the emergency press conference for Mr. James. He has disappeared. Hello, my name is James. After seeing Mr. Snail's press conference, I would also like to hold this announcement. The first thing I must say is that the press conference from 4 years ago was caused by my own misunderstanding that took a life of its own. After the press conference, I rewatched the recording of broadcast from 4 years ago, and he never said a word about being married. This is true. He never said he was married. James just assumed that he was. I assumed and jumped to the conclusion that Mr. Snail of Cupid Corp was married. I believe because I made this mistake, it was difficult to say the truth. So I hope everyone will not place the blame on him. I was the one who forced him to lie. The same applies for the press conference yesterday. Snail is a very sincere and earnest... This makes me so happy that people are acknowledging how earnest Shelby is. Like, aww. He continued this lie for the sake of happiness for his members. He is the kind that wishes for the happiness of his employees and members over his own. I've worked with him only once, but I could tell that much. So now that we know he's single, it's your chance. For women who are looking for a husband, now's your time. I would like to support his goal in finding love. He already has love, excuse you. Excuse you, sir. I need you to stop talking, because he has me, and he doesn't need anyone else, because I am his love. That's it. I'm all he besides Jesus. I am all he needs. Okay, we're basically a couple already. So, like, don't go advertising that he's on the market, because he's not, okay? Thank you. Good day. That is all. Continuing on. I've had too much sugar today. I can't handle myself. Shock! Surprise! We stopped eating breakfast with our eyes glued to the TV. What did I walk into? Slayer, you walked into me staking my claim on this man right here. He's not single, he's with me. Even though the world seems to think he's suddenly single, he's not. It's not true, it's a lie. He's in love with me. What Husbando? This Husbando left me. He told the whole world that we're not married and that he's in fact actually single. And I am upset because he has me. And although we're not married yet, we are basically dated. So... We stopped eating breakfast with our eyes glued to the TV. We then looked toward each other. I guess these things really do happen. These things do happen. I think it's thanks to your good character. I smiled and Mr. Snell's gaze seemed to waver. I think there were some tears welling up in his eyes. Hug him! He shook his head and then made a dignified expression. No, it's all thanks to him. Let's not waste this chance to be provided us. I will continue my work with sincerity. Yes. We riled ourselves up and also picked up our forks to resume eating breakfast. Our movements are in unison, so we looked at each other and laughed. Upon arriving at the office, the interview room was full despite being early morning. The customer support section still has phones ringing off the hook. I thought they would be complaints, but... Oh, thank goodness you're here. Please help with the reception for new numbers. I'm about to get overloaded. Uh-oh. That's not necessarily a good thing. Her non-existent one? Exactly. One of my two cutie husbandos. Yep, after seeing the press conference yesterday and today, we have lots of new applicants to request for trials. What? The online membership application requests are also full. They're also mostly women. We have to deal with them as a self. Oh yeah, because they're definitely after the president. Oh, there are also interview requests from the media, so I hope someone can deal with them. They want comments from staff members too. Sure, it seems that the announcement has become a good promotion for the company. I'm relieved to see that it didn't negatively affect the business. For now, let's deal with the new application for memberships. I love the music in this game. It's good news that we have lots of customers. I cooperate with the reception and other advisors and deal with each customer in order. But I want to marry your company's president. No. Rejected! So your president was unmarried. He's so handsome. He looks so rich. He looks rich. No! Rejected! Most of the new members were after Mr. Snow. Please wait. I'm sorry, but regarding our president's status, he currently has 30 customers lined up to meet him. I was too late. Well, please schedule me too. Understood. Please contact me once my turn comes. Understood. While you're waiting, perhaps I could recommend other members to you? Do you have others with a good income level? Yes, we do have numerous registered members that may fit your criteria. We did similar things to try to throw in recommendations for other members, while also arranging meetings with Mr. Snow. We spent all of our time dealing with the customers who arrived. By the time I realized it, I had skipped lunch and it was night already. Oh no, you have to eat! I'm so tired. I sat at my desk and fell over. Wait, now's not the time to stop. I have to check my emails too. Due to the remnants of the Parasite 5, I'm still the advisor for Mr. Snow, in other words. There were lots of applications just for meeting today, so I'm sure the web system would also send some arrangements to Mr. Snow too. Oh my goodness, how hard would this be? Hey Hunter, welcome in! How hard would it be to, arrange meetings for the guy that you're in love with, that you don't realize you're in love with? He's in love with you, he won't tell you that he's in love with you. Ugh, this is a headache. I started up my computer and checked the system. I was tempted to immediately close the window. There were just so many application emails. I wonder if Owen would be willing to help? Don't trust Owen. I smell sus with Owen. Just checking each email and sending the member information to Snow will be a lot of work. Just, I need a diagram to figure that out, right? I need a map. I did not, actually! What is that one about? But I have to do this. This is Mr. Snow's chance to become a real devoted husband. Something in my heart hurt at that moment. It was a sharp pain that made me blink twice. You can't marry someone else. He's supposed to marry me. How could the hell do you like this? I know, isn't the music so fun? That stinging pain continued. It's like my body is telling me it doesn't want to work. But this is my job. As Cupid, I have to. My heart sings again. What should I do? I really don't want to do this. I have a slight idea of why this is, but I shake my head to rid myself of those thoughts. It can't be. I'm Cupid. I support people in love, so I shouldn't be jealous. But you're in love too. You're in love too. Anyway, there are dozens of applications just for today. I have to report that to Mr. Snow. I first sent a simple email to Mr. Snow. He immediately responds. Ooh. Okay, I like the first two. I don't know the voice of Stardust in Hazbin Hotel because I haven't been following it. But, Shane is definitely one of my favorite voice actors, so I might have to check it out just for him. Have a good night, Hunter. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you have restful sleep. I'm praying for you. From President Snow, I'd like to talk to you in person. I have some time right now. Come to my office. He said he wants to meet and talk. Another sting. My heart hurts again, but this is more of a happy type of thing. I put together a file with information of a few members and headed to the elevator to Mr. Snow's office. Oh, that was just talking about the documents being too heavy. I get on the elevator heading to the top floor where Mr. Snow's office is, but someone was already there. Snow, did you see the reaction? I heard that you got loads of applicants for arranged meetings with you. Anthony. Mr. Snow looked at Jeff with a frown. Both of them finally noticed that I was there. Oh, you're the one lady. So how is it? I'm sure there are tons of applicants signed to meet Mr. Snow, right? Didn't Angel just get a new voice actor for the new version of Hazbin Hotel? I don't think it's the original voice actor anymore, which made me sad because I liked the original voice actor a lot for Angel Dust. Yes. Oh no, that's fine. I can't remember. It's been too. I know, like, I haven't been up to date on Hazbin Hotel. But I know originally a lot of the voice actors changed when it was announced, the new one was announced, and there's been some character design changes, and I got so upset at the character design changes and the change of the voice cast that I was like, ugh. Yes, I brought the data for our members right here, but I'll have to check that out. Thanks for letting me know. Also, I had the epiphany earlier today. I said I was going to do something after stream yesterday, but I don't remember, so I need to go back and rewatch my VOD. Oh, that's a huge stack you got there. Now, let's start selling you as a president looking for love this time. You'll have more members than some. Shelby, say no. Mr. Snow goes quiet. He then stood up from his chair. I'm sorry, Anthony. I will have to reject that. Huh? This company functions thanks to the employees and not me. I'd like for you to find an ad putting focus on the employees. You gotta be kidding me, Snow. No one wants to see that. The general public wants to see a hero. More customers will jump on the idea of a charismatic leader. Even so, I don't want to take this method anymore. I respect you, but I can't agree to your method. Good for you, Shelby! I'm actually really happy that he's standing up for himself this time. If you set a single person as a leader, the back scenes will have to work extra to support them. That method isn't sustainable. What's most important for our company is our staff that agrees with our mission statement. Please reconsider. Jeff is dumbfounded at Mr. Snow's words. He sighs and shakes his head. Snow, you will regret this. You'll figure out that my way was right all along. Yes, even if I come to regret it, I want to maintain my convictions. You're much too immature. The world doesn't go around from ideals alone. And you're kind of a jerk. I never thought you would be so cowardly. Cupid Corp isn't going to last with this. I'll be off as the managing person for your company. Jeff storms out of Mr. Snow's office. Where's the food? The elevator door closes and Jeff is now completely gone. The room is eerily silent while Mr. Snow smiles wearily at me. Gotta take a drink. Hold on. Gotta hydrate. He got mad at me, but this is for the best. His eyes looked so clear. It seemed that he wanted to do this all along. There wasn't a speck of regret. We looked at each other and smiled. I agree. It's more like the president to be this way. I like Mr. Snow's philosophy. It's sincere and earnest. But is it just his philosophy? I wondered about that while still gripping the stack of member information. I have to go and show it to him now because I am the Cupid of love after all. Yet I still couldn't bring myself to talk about it. I don't blame you, Steve. You'll one day realize how you feel about him. What? Cupid Corp sees a surge of new members? Why? The plan was perfect. It seems that he took advantage of it to boost their reputation. How annoying. It was our chance of Rome and Ruby wedding to steal the membership and to crush them. Crush them like a bug! Like this video. That youngster. But we will not give up yet. Your job is not done yet, MQ. If you're enjoying this video, crush that like, smash that like button like a bug! I can't get through that without really laughing. Final lesson. A few days after that incident, I was swimming in the pool alone for the first time in a while. Thanks to things settling down, I'm back to my daily workout. After all of the commotion, I wasn't able to come here. It's the exercise that I've been putting off, so I feel out of shape already. What do I do? I want to poke his belly button. While resting for a bit, I worry about something. After the business meal with a client last night, I was giving tickets to the amusement park. It said, good luck finding love. Invite Candy Dog! Invite me! Take me with you! My client that I've always had dealings with treat me the same, even after the press conference. Many of them actually apologized for thinking that I was forced to lie. I'm thankful for such good people. I would not. But I was surprised at the usual statements to switch from I want to meet your wife to good luck finding love. Why his belly button? Because his belly button is showing. Look, it's like right... It's right here. Look. It's pokeable. It's a pokeable belly button. Plus, I don't want to see how we react. Like, some people are ticklish and squeal when their belly buttons are poked. Other people are like, why are you poking my belly button? Don't poke my belly button. Everyone gives me all sorts of advice. While it makes me happy, it's rather embarrassing. They care for me so much, but I was worrying about it all by myself. I felt ashamed about that. Buttons must be pressed, I guess. A belly button is, in fact, a button. But about the pair of tickets, there's only one person I want to invite with this. But if I ask her, she'll just assume it was for practice. Or you could tell her that it's not for practice. That's an idea. Because the other day, she showed me the name list of members who have applied to meet with me. She's completely working as my advisor. It's obvious that I have no chance. Okay, she doesn't know how you feel. Don't assume. But I didn't think I could give up without saying anything to her. The life with her is still enjoyable. Even after announcing that I was single, she still is willing to live in the house. If she hated living together, she would have packed up her things and left long ago. And she hasn't done that. I may still have a chance. You definitely have a chance, my dude. In that case, I want to turn this zealous thing into something more sure. I think about the ticket I tucked away in my wallet so as I continue to swim. If I can't give her up, there's only one choice. I will use that ticket and ask her out on a date. I will clearly tell her that this isn't practice and that I wanted to go on a date with her personally. Not related to this, but because he's swimming, I haven't gone to a swimming pool this summer, and lakes in my area you have to pay to go to, like, so they cost money, so I'm kind of missing where I used to live because lakes were free. I'm just like, yeah. I have then decided to tell her my feelings for her. Yes, do it! That night, after dinner, Mr. Snow asked me to go to the amusement park with him for some reason. The amusement park? Yeah, a client gave me the tickets, and she's like, I want to go with you. Are you sure it's okay for me to go? You have many applications for meetings. I'm happy for the invitation, but I was surprised since he was so busy. To be honest, Mr. Snow has ignored the long list of applications even now. I thought it was because he was busy with work. I had Owen go to the training date previously. I want to put to practice as a subcourse. Bruh, don't say it's practice! No! Speaking of which, when I was still the advisor for the Parasite 5, I did go on dates with them in order. I didn't know Monsieur was Mr. Snell back then, so I went on a swimming pool date with Owen as his representative. I remember that I fell into the pool after seeing Mr. Snell there. It almost feels nostalgic that he refused to admit that his hair was butt done. Right, Mr. Snell doesn't know how to go on dates, so he's worried about the applicants. Then I should try to instruct him. I am the advisor and Cupid after all. My heart stings again. I put my hand over my heart, still wondering the reason for the pain. I noticed Mr. Snell covering his face with both hands then. President, is something wrong? I'm regretting about how shiftless I am. Excuse me? It's nothing at all, but let me say it one more time. Mr. Snell takes a few deep breaths. He then makes a serious expression and holds out the amusement park ticket. I want to personally have you instruct me. Sure, understood. I will definitely join you in the training date as your advisor. I put my fist over my chest proudly, and Mr. Snell covers his fist with both hands. Poor choice of words, my dude. President, I should have practiced this. Probably. This is kind of cute, though. Yeah. Oh, it's nothing. Well, I'll be in your care on the day. I'll message you the details later. Mr. Snell hobbles off. Oh no, poor dude needs a hug. I was wondering if I had said something strange. No, he just worded it really wrong, so you misunderstood him. It's not your fault. A few days later, did I use a training date with Mr. Snell? Should be an actual date. Hey, ice cream! I had ice cream earlier. Thank you for waiting. You're right, on time. Mr. Snell was waiting on the planned spot, and he appeared much different from usual. I stare at him, and I realize that it's the first time I've seen him wear anything besides a suit. He's wearing a casual shirt and jacket. Unlike his usual clothes, he's much more approachable and fitting for a date. What's wrong? No, it's just that I've never seen you wear anything besides a suit. Does it look strange? No, you look wonderful. I smile and Cecil makes a bashful look. I see. Well, shall we go? Offer her your arm! Or your hand or something. He turns aside to hide his blush cheeks as we walk off. But his stride was wide, so he walked far ahead of me in no time. I noticed one thing. Although we've gone to work half together, it's the first time we've walked outside together in a relaxed manner. He drives me by car when we commute to the office, and I don't know his walking speed when at home. It feels like he's hurrying off to somewhere. As he trots off, I try to run after him. Mr. Snell, come back! So for today, Katie, why are you just standing there? I'm not just standing here. Women can't normally walk that fast. Oh, really? His eyes widen as if he were surprised. It looks like he really didn't notice. Hey, Resto, can you look up the height for Shelby and see how tall he is? His eyes widen as if he were surprised. It looks like he really didn't notice. Yes. I see. I'm sorry for being so inconsiderate. Bless you. He stops and stares at me. Stop and stare. He starts to wonder why you're not there. After sitting for a while, he holds up his hand. Then let's hold hands. That way I won't make the same mistake. That's clever. It just sounds like a business message. But this is the situation that Mr. Snell thought along about. Holding hands is the right answer for a date. Understood. I respond with a smile and put my hand on Mr. Snell's. We hold hands like a real couple as we enter the amusement park. His bashful. And you're older than I am. Oh! I have no idea how old he is. I'll have to look it up later. What is 185 centimeters in inches? This blog doesn't know centimeters. The rest of the world uses the other system, and we use inches and feet. I should have paid more attention in school. We then rode on the roller coaster and teacup ride, and we thoroughly enjoyed the date together. This is interesting. I was wondering what was the purpose of experiencing fear intentionally. I never rode it. About 6 feet? Ah, okay. So yeah, he would definitely walk faster than her. Also, no need to apologize. It's all good. Mr. Snell looked so happy right after we got off the roller coaster. We're still holding hands while we walk. This roller coaster thing is rather fun. I can't wait for the day that I can enjoy roller coasters again. Like, I miss roller coasters. Why are you completely off balance? Anyone would be like this if you rode the roller coaster 5 times in a row. I'd like to say you're strange for not being affected at all. Oh, really? Sorry. Gee, why are you laughing? No, I've never seen you make that expression, so I'm just genuinely enjoying this. He's actually adorable. I was worried that I wouldn't like this group, but I've really been enjoying his character. Mr. Snow laughs loudly, seeing me tired out. I've never seen him laugh like this casually. Seeing his smile made me forget how he dragged me on the roller coaster multiple times. I started to smile too. There was one time I was at an amusement park with a friend, and it's when I had pretty bad vertigo. So I couldn't really do roller coasters. Like, if I did one roller coaster, it'd be okay. It would kind of be off and feel queasy and nauseating and a little dizzy, but nothing too bad. And she didn't believe me, so we went on it again later. Right back to back. So we went on it once, and she's like, let's go again. I was like, that's probably not a good idea. And, I had to lay down. I felt so sick, and the world was spinning. This is like an innocent date between college students. It's a bit out of character for Mr. Snow, but that's what makes it fun. I had forgotten that I was the advisor and just enjoyed spending time with Mr. Snow. We hold hands and he pulls me ahead. We found out more about what we were both interested in. At that moment, I see an attraction where you would use a bow and arrow. Look at that! Can we try that? It seems like an attraction where you test your skills. You get a special badge if you shoot all 10 targets with a bow. A bow? I did do some archery when I was in graduate school, but I haven't done it since. You really do everything, don't you? I couldn't allow myself to be unable to. You're such a perfectionist, but I won't lose when it comes to a bow and arrow. Oh, then let's compete. The loser has to treat the winner to something. Ooh! Yeah, then let's bet on the pistachio ice cream sold over there. Is that all you want? That's what I feel like right now. We decided to take turns shooting the bow. I was first. Alright, here goes. As a professional Cupid, the bow and arrow is my forte. I take a stance, like when I was Cupid, bow and aim, and took a breath and shot the arrow. Oh! The arrow hit right on target I aimed at. Seeing that, I struck a victory pose. Alright. Oh, you're skilled. I figured she would mess it up. I figured she wouldn't, do as well, because I figured, shooting a bow with Cupid was different than shooting a bow in the human world. But I guess I was wrong. Not bad out for Yuki. We get to see my glamour parasite! Oh, I love him so. Is that Rule? Wow, you're like the real Cupid. I heard a pair of familiar voices and turned around. For some reason, Rule and Ryuki were standing there. It's my boy! A target practice game, huh? Maybe I should give it a shot. What is he doing here? Also, why is Rule here? Oh, I want to try too. Can I be up next? So much for the practice date. Let's compete to see which one of the 4 of us, can do it best. Why isn't anyone pointing out why the 2 of them are here? That's what I want to know. While I was thinking that, I saw the president roll up his sleeves and start warming up. I missed my chance to say it out loud. Oh well. It's more exciting with a bigger group in times like this. I'm happy to see that the president seems to enjoy it. I've never seen him really enjoying doing something. Whatever he does, President Shelby's actions are always related to work in some way. If he's enjoying this, I want to cherish this moment. I won't lose to anyone. Wait, somebody take the first step. I don't know why, but these 2 together just kind of work, and then I think it's gonna be Bill and Alan. I really don't know, but this is such an interesting fan choice. You got Ryuki over on the very left, that's really eccentric. You got Shelby in the middle, that's kind of dressy but not super dressy, and then you have Rule on the right, and he's kind of casual, but I like all his accessories, right up my alley, with his graphic tees. I shake free from the 3 and aim with my bow. But the match was at the stalemate for the whole time. The president and I both got full points until the end. Hi, Corky! John Bravo wannabe. We should have him slick back his hair and make it, like, see how tall we can get it. That was a heated battle. After the bow and arrow came, I was happily licking my pistachio ice cream, although the bet was off because it was a stalemate. The president sub-bought it for me. I looked at the badge I got as a prize while eating the ice cream. It's the badge you get if you hit all the targets. Wait, you're telling me I don't get a plushie for hitting all the prizes? How lame. The president also is looking at the badge in his hand. Both of us got full points, so we both got it. That was so fun, wasn't it? I didn't think you would be that good with a bow. I'm surprised. I'm good with a bow and arrow, if nothing else. You said you haven't shot it since grad school, but you were very good. It's easy once you learn the hang of it. I really am surprised too. I wonder who would win if you were competing with the real Cupid. Well, considering that I am Cupid, of course I will win, because Cupid doesn't exist in this world. Ah, but he does exist. He doesn't. You're the president of Cupid Corporation, but you don't believe in Cupid? Of course, gods are created by humanity for their own salvation, only taking advantage of that image. They may be necessary, whether it's the prince of gods. I don't believe in things that aren't proven to exist. A waste of time. I felt a sharp pain in my heart. It's sad to see that he refuses to believe in gods. I don't think I would ever reveal it to him, so I don't really need him to believe. I'm tired, so I'm going home. I already got the right image of Rule's outfit. Oh! Outfit? I've been wondering, but why are you two together here? After Parasite House, Ryuki's my personal stylist. Oh, that's kind of cool. Bro, put the shovel away. Yeah, my sister often goes to sleep with... Wait, my sister often goes to help with outfit coordination from silhouette actors. It's a necessary job for the first-rate designers. Oh, really? He said he wanted an outfit perfect for the amusement park, so I came to investigate. I was planning on going home right after. It's like he's trying to say he didn't want to stay for this long. Anyway, what are you two doing here? What's your relation? Huh? Oh, I've been wondering too. You seem close, but are you dating? Yes, we are. That's... I was surprised since they changed the subject to us so suddenly. Do I get to answer? Oh, we gotta save. Hold on. Gotta make sure you're saving the right spot this time. We are actually lovers. I say that jokingly on the president's side. It's a joke. I know. Knowing how to dictate lies is a necessary skill for the actors. After saying that rule... What? Detect lies is something that happened in the past? That was lame. Okay. I didn't think she would do it as a joke. For a moment, I looked at the president's face. I remember that it's no longer a secret that he was out looking for someone to marry. I could have said that it was for practice, but seeing how much fun the president was having stopped me from doing that. Even I wouldn't have wanted to call it practice when it was so fun. So I decided to change the subject. I put my finger over my lips. It's a secret. Secret? I got a secret, I'ma keep it, So that's how it is. Ryuki seemed to read between the lines and nodded. He grabbed the back of Rule's neck. Well, we'll get going now. Enjoy. Thank you, Ryuki, for reading the room. See you later! Seeing that tiny Ryuki dragging the tall Rule was a strange sight. The misunderstanding caused the president to look at me with an awkward expression. Why did you say it was a secret? No reason. What did you want me to tell them, Shelby? I teasingly say his name, and the president blushes. Nothing at all. Alright, let's get a move on to the next. The president puts the badge in his pocket and walks off, but he's not walking so fast that I can't catch up. He's matching his stride with mine. He's embarrassed, but doesn't forget about me. That makes me happy. I followed behind him and started walking alongside him. I think one day when I get a boyfriend, I'm going to make him make an anime character so I can get cute couple art. Like, official couple Katie Pug art, not like just couple art with my fake cutie husbandos. We continued going on the various attractions and also went shopping. By the time I realized it was already night. We looked at the darkened sky and watched the sunshine. Whew, that was a fun day. I mean, obviously he has to be up for it, but like, definitely on the list of things I want to do. I'm getting hungry, so how about we get something to eat? What would you like, President? Oh, about that, I've already made dinner. Reservations at a hotel. Oh, really? Yes, a man should be the one to prepare it in these cases. That's what is said in these books. Books, did you review before coming today? Who says she won't already be Anthro? She might already be Anthro. Anthro art's cool. It's definitely harder to draw, for me, because I'm just used to anime characters. But it's a fun challenge. So he's earnest as usual. But the old president wouldn't even have bothered to review. As always, you're such a perfectionist. You get full marks. KMSS with everything after all. I want to see him play an actual video game to see how competitive he would get. He mumbles that while making a weary smile. It's almost as if he's saying he's not good. It's not good to be SS. Let's go. It's this way. The president resumes walking again with a hurried stride. Bruh, I can't walk that fast. You're like 6 foot tall. I'm not that tall. Slow down. For some reason, he looked nervous. He's forgotten about his walking speed because he was preoccupied with something. Speaking of which, the president has been acting strange all day. Is he gonna confess at the restaurant? Oh, that'd be so cute! It was the same at the amusement park. Right when I thought he was smiling innocently, he frowned while brooding over something. It's like there's something worrying him. I still don't know what that may be about. I dug after him in hopes that he'll talk about it. The dinner at the high-class restaurant went rather awkwardly. We finally finished the full-course meal without saying a word. We didn't have that innocent joy we shared earlier. The president had a deep wrinkle between his brows. He deep in thought for something. President? What is it? I was just wondering what may be wrong since you haven't said anything. Oh, really? Sorry for making you feel uncomfortable. Not at all. Something is definitely wrong. He's been glancing at his phone the whole time and checking the inside of his suit. Could it be that he has some work emails he wants to check? He might want to reply to them, but he's holding back because we're on a date. And President, you don't have to mind me. Huh? Mind you, what do you mean? You look like you want to reply to work emails. I point at his phone and he gasps before putting it in his pocket. Oh, that's not the case. I've turned all email notifications off for today. Oh, really? That's not like his usual workaholic self, but I felt my heart pound a little harder knowing that he focused on today's date. Wasn't today's date supposed to be training for his matchmaking, or is it... No. Katie? Tell her how you feel. The president called my name with a slighted expression. I sat up straight, sensing that it was something serious. I quietly waited for him to speak, but he opened and closed his mouth repeatedly in circular words. Then he looked resolute. Like a fish out of water, like... Today, there's something I'd like to tell you. He said that hesitantly while he reached for his suit pocket. But then somebody called out to him in the next moment. Oh, if it isn't Mrs. Snell, I saw your press conference from the other day. Oh, dude, bad timing. Oh, it's nice to see you here. Hey, isn't this person? I've seen him in a magazine somewhere. I think it's the chairman for a major car company that has business dealings with us. Who would have thought you would be single when you were well known to be such a devoted husband? I was truly surprised. Yes, I'm sorry for that. I think Mr. Schnell needs a haircut, though. But thanks for that, there are many women who now have a chance to be your wife. To be honest, even my own daughter is touchy. Oh, but who's this lovely young lady you're with? She's my managing advisor. She is the bridal advisor of my company. She is a great employee. She provides me insight on... Dude, you should have just said my girlfriend. That was a smooth explanation. It's the correct thing to say, but I felt heavy-hearted for some reason. I see, that's right. The state was for giving him pointers on his search for a marriage partner. I thought I already knew this, but there was a slight hope that maybe it was something different. Because I was hoping for it, it made me sad. But that is an emotion that was based on an assumption. To matchmake someone else is my job in life. Being described as such should be something I'm happy about. Pleased to meet you. I'm a bridal advisor for Cupid Parasite, and my name is Kittybug. I'm pleased to meet you. You sure do look like an excellent advisor. Should my daughter require your services, I hope you may be able to help. Yes, you can count on us. I respond with a business smile. The chairman then exchanged a few more words with President Shelby before returning to his table. Oh, that just changed so total mood. We're now alone again, but he appears to be a bit more distant than earlier. Because there was some work-related talk in between, the illusion of a date had dissipated. Rip off the band-aid, dude. The president finally took his hand out of his chest pocket and inside his suit. Would you like another glass of wine? Oh, then can I have red? Sure. The president glances over to beckon a waiter and chooses a wine. I still didn't know what the president was going to say before the person came over. Dude, does anyone else drink wine in chat? I definitely like sweeter wines. If you're not gonna say it now? We quietly finished our dinner and returned home. I wondered why, but both the president and I didn't want to go home yet. We naturally walked in the opposite direction of home. By the time we realized it, we were at the top of the hill where we could see the nightscape. Aww! Wow, that's beautiful. Same here, give me the flavor. I just remember sweeter rhymes. I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to ask Quirky. This is really cute, actually. The stream below us glittered like a jewel box. I didn't know Lost York had a place like this. I often come here when I want to be alone. Yeah, the pink wine! The sweet wine that I like. Then it's not just a bar. Yes. We glanced at each other and smiled. I'm happy that I know two of his secret hideouts. So he brought me over to a place where he wants to be alone. When I realized that, my cheeks suddenly turned hot and my heart started beating faster. My hair is wavering in the wind, and I started getting restless at the fact that we're alone together. Go on and kiss the girl. I'm waiting for... I'm not gonna ever get sick of making that reference. I suddenly was unable to look at his face. I looked under me instead. I wonder if I can add wine. I'll have to check. The cold night breeze gushes past my shoulders. I shiver due to the cold. Are you cold? Do a drinking stream? A little bit. I remember the last time I had a drink on the stream, it was back when I lived in Minnesota, and I had made a mudslide for Corky, but I made it too strong, so I ended up drinking it, and I got so giggly, and then I got really sleepy, so I ended stream to go to sleep. I felt something warm fall on my shoulders. I look and see that the president put his jacket over me. Are you sure? Yeah, I don't feel cold at all. 'Cause he's cuddling with you. He smiles with his shirt on. He smoothly places his arm around my shoulder as if to warm me up. He pulls me closer and I can feel his heat. The scent of his cologne brushes under my nose. Oh, this fragrance. I think I've smelled this before in his room, but it seems a little different than this time. I think it's because the smell has mixed with the president's own scent. It's the scent of a man. When I realized that made my heart pound faster. Huh? What do I do? Why? I'm Cupid, the god of matchmaking, and I'm supposed to be the president's advisor. Today was supposed to be a practice date. That's what the president said when he invited me. But it doesn't feel that way right now. The president is escorting me around so naturally. He holds me firmly around my shoulder as if he doesn't want to let me go. Maybe. Thank you for today. I had a lot of fun. Tell her how you feel! Really? Yeah, I've never had this much fun on a date with anyone. He made a slightly troubled smile. What about you? Me? I thought about the day when he asked me that. We rode an amusement park attraction, shot some arrows, and ate pistachio ice cream. We both got matching badges. I remember the badge in my pocket and touched it over my skirt. This is the first thing that I have that's matching with the president. A matching pair, just thinking about that brings me joy. I think there's something odd about me today. It's different from usual. I look up and see the president with a serious expression. His gaze makes me at a loss for words. This is my own vacation. Even if I didn't shoot my Cupid book, or even with Lady Juno not around, that time will come. At the same time, I remembered the president's words. Which word? You've talked a lot. I had Owen go to the training police day. I wanted to put the practice. Oh, no. She's gonna misunderstand. Oh, she's totally about to misunderstand. That's right, I'm the advisor, and the president will likely seek my opinion on the matter. I can't forget that my role is to be his advisor. Setting that aside, I'm Cupid. This is my own misunderstanding. It's a fake combination that my own desire showed me. I look away from his gaze and smile at the night scenery. Yes, I also had a lot of fun. As your advisor, I can still say with confidence that today's day gets full marks. You can be proud of it. There was an awkward pause. The president then clears his throat and shuffles his weight. I see it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Bro, she's not gonna get it if you don't say anything. Then shall we return? Someone might catch a cold if we stay out here too long. Sure. I nod and take one last look at the scenery. This was the first date with the president, and that ended the practice date. Granted, she could also tell him how she feels to clear up the misunderstanding, because he thinks that she's just his advisor, and she thinks he's just his advisor. They don't understand that they like each other. The next morning, the two of us ate breakfast together as usual. Can you pass the salt, please? Sure. I've become used to this lifestyle that shouldn't even be happening anymore. In the end, I never found out that the president was going to say last night. You could have asked him. You are eating right now. For a moment, I had premonition about a certain future, but nothing has changed. I'm sure it was just imagination. Is this your premonition? Like seeing into the future? The only other thing would be ending or cohabiting life here. This is the president's vacation home. He might want to return to his regular home soon. I'm quite fond of the life here, but I shouldn't take advantage of his kindness. And besides, being here was not required for the job. The contract that we signed came to mind. Then there were the payouts. Those were coming out of the president's personal funds. This home and the billing were all paid by him. We're not a real couple. I think it's time I pack my things. Oh. Hey, Serenity. This is Shelby, our current romantic interest. He's not, there's two characters I'm really excited to play in this, besides Ryuki, which I already did. You can check that, route over on YouTube. You can just do !YouTube, and check out that playthrough. I'm currently playing through him, and then we're doing Gil, and then we're doing Rule. Thank you, Resto. And then we'll be doing who I'm really excited about, which is Alan. I think I should go and find Cheese since he's gone missing again. I continue to eat while feeling a little sad at this. After finishing, I hear a familiar voice in the news.
Hi, good morning. It's the Los Angeles TV 7 o'clock news.
Oh no.
Today, we will broadcast live from 6th Avenue about Gil Lovecraft, a
Oh.
writer living in Los Angeles who won the literary prize.
Oh,
Just
good for
recently,
Gil.
Gil Lovecraft won the Golden Los Angeles Literary Prize for his book, I Can See Nothing But You.
Oh no, is this a love confession?
I'm going to interview his neighbors about what he's really like.
No, wait, he won the Golden Lost York Literary Prize? Golden Lost York Literary Prize. That's quite the award he got. The Golden Lost York Literary Prize is a highly respected award. The winner is reported heavily on the news every year. Serenity, how are you doing? And Gil won that? That's amazing. Seeing Gil's face on the news made me open my eyes wide with surprise. Speaking of which, how is his search for a marriage partner? Don't know. He didn't say much about the new project plan presentation. He's not a member anymore, so I don't know his situation. When he quit, I do remember him saying that he wants to go face to face with his loved one self. Let's see, so he's going to do that. That's what he said. Maybe he's able to complete that and be rid of his loved one parasite name. If he was able to forget about his lost love, there's a chance that he can find someone new. But Gil's book being titled I Can See Nothing But You made me feel uneasy, as it should. Oh goodness. Hey Sandy, hope y'all have been... Yeah, actually, it's pretty chill, pretty funny. I've laughed a lot, so that's always good. I should try to rid myself of that too, but... The president looks at the TV with a bit of sadness in his eyes. He shakes his head and then stands up. I'm sorry, but there's a meeting I need to get to, so I'll be leaving first. I'm sorry I can't drive you. No, it's alright. Have a nice day. Yeah. The president puts his suit jacket and leaves. His dish was cleaned off, but it's only been about 10 minutes since he started eating. He must have walked it down. Asuna Rocket 12. Hello, I see your thing. I am! It's quickly growing to be one of my favorites. It's, my current longtime favorite is, Code Realize, but this is Climbing the Rings. It's getting up there. Welcome in. I hope things are okay. Eating slowly should be better for your health, but the president eats awfully fast as he wants to get to work faster. Who's your, I'm curious, who's your favorite in Code, and who's your favorite in, sorry, moving around a bunch. Cupid. Oddly enough, I almost played Code tonight. But then I decided to continue this game. I do eventually plan to do a playthrough of Code and all its fan discs that I own. One day. But I think that after doing Cupid Parasite, I want to get Radiant Tail and play through Radiant Tail because there's a dragon. Oh, okay, I haven't played him yet. I'm playing it in kind of in the suggested order, but Will seems like a lot of fun. We started the breakfast routine to appear more like a couple. Prior to this, the president only takes his jelly drinks for food. He puts his effort into his work at every waking hour. That was for the company and for his own prestige. If possible, I wish he would eat a bit slower. There doesn't seem to be any sign of him letting up as the prestige parasite. He was quite nice during his food state, but is back to work mode this morning. It sure is difficult. I chew on my toast as I look at the door the president just walked out of. The news on TV is still talking about Gil. And Code Realize this. I like this there. I think my pie is Saint Germain in Code, and in the fan disc it's Hansel. Code and Saint Germain and Hansel are like love. Good morning. Did you see the news this morning? I sure did. That was amazing for Gil. Good going, Gil. So anyway, I have a suggestion. You're off today at 7 p.m., right? It can't be. How could he marry another woman when he already has me? For real! The audacity of this man! Leaving me like that. High and dry. I tell ya. I'm a real catch, you know? Oh my god! The image that just popped into my head, it was hilarious. Oh, I wish Wanda would do that. Oh my gosh. Oh. I can't handle myself. How about they're so good. There's a couple that I hope that will be localized, but honestly, I really want Hakoki School Days localized. I have Cafe Enchanté. I haven't finished it though, because it seems like it's sad. It seems like it has sad undertones. I've played Hakoki a bunch. I love that one. Like I said, I want School Days. And then there's like 2 or 3 Japanese ones that I really want to come out. God, I hope they get localized. I would stream those games like so quick and in a hurry if they ever came out. If you had to pick your like favorite Otome game that you've played, what would it be? Okay, which version of Hakoki are you playing? Are you playing Steam? Are you playing PlayStation? I'm just saying, if you really loved them, you would share it. I love the reference. That's the one I started with. Blessed be. That's a good starting point. I actually still own that. I still have a copy of it. I have the limited edition that came with the art book and the soundtrack. It was my first physical Otome game, I think, that I ever owned. I need to play through the Steam version of that one, but I don't want to touch it. Oh, so many characters. But it's on the list. Putting me for one option just isn't enough. Oh, nice! I tried to get like a Vita emulator for something, and I just couldn't figure it out. Y'all, okay, so you know how I said I was just a catch? I got this image of, I don't know which husbando I would have doing it, but like pulling me up like I was a fish, and so like a fish hook in my mouth, and me just kind of like flying through the air out of the water, and yeah. Anyways, I think it'd be funny. Great idea. Gil should have feelings for Chloe, so if she's celebrating with him, he would love it.
Okay.
Alright then, I'll contact Gil. I'll message you once we hash out the details. Sure, thanks. You'd be a yes, a very cute catfish. Asuna, if you want, I would love to hear who becomes your favorite once you're done playing Hakoki. Khalees walks away while waiting. I'm sure Gil will be overjoyed. Khalees is being considerate for Gil. That would give Gil courage. Gil is still suffering from lost love from Khalees. He doesn't love her. No, she doesn't know that yet. Then I better work hard as their Cupid. Alright, let's think of a plan to try to matchmaker. Matchmaker, make me a pet match. Find me a find. Catch me a catch. I started getting to work while filled with excitement. It's the first time in a while that I really felt I was taking the role of Cupid. I was on the subway looking at work documents on my phone as usual. Still, it feels like it's been a while since I got on the subway. What's up with it? Which character is that? I think I know who you're talking about, but what color hair do they have? Holds up a pic of an actual psychiatrist. That's the thing, you'll never know if I'm real or not. Not so evil laughter. Okay. Yep. I liked him. He wasn't a favorite, but I did enjoy his... I really enjoyed his character development. Today's business lunch will have alcohol served. Because it's close to the station, I took the subway instead of the car. I was also interested in the subway since she normally takes it for her commute. So this is how she commutes when I don't drive her. I imagined how she would look usually, and I couldn't help but frown. That's because it reminded me of the amusement park date. In the end, I couldn't say it. I prepared so many words for that, but it wouldn't come out of my mouth. Practice in the mirror. But what if I said it and she rejected me? We wouldn't be able to keep going with what we have. I was afraid of that. It's so pitiful of me that I haven't faced anyone head on for over a decade. I can't help but feel like she's treating me this nicely because I am the president. That's, yeah, not true. Okuta, so, in the original, when I first played it, I really liked, Cheekage. I don't know if you'll know him yet, because I don't know how far you are in the game. And then I liked Okuta, and then my favorite was Harada. If I didn't believe how she expressed her disinterest in status, I wouldn't have ended up like this. I thought that without my prestige, it would be worthless. I was desperate to defend my status. But if that were the case, I shouldn't be preoccupied with romance right now. I should have better things to do. But looking from that perspective, I shouldn't be looking for marriage in the first place. I opened the email sent to me by her yesterday. There was a data of Cupid Court members. They requested to meet me. I want to live like the president's wife. What's life as a president's wife like? I want to go to parties. Most of the applicants have written down their reasons for applying. They are all desiring the title of president's wife and a life of glamour. Almost all of them express yearning for prestige. It made me realize that it didn't have to be me at all. What's important isn't my personality, but my prestige. Oh yeah, his red hair is fantastic. I had told myself to never forget that the world is made this way. That's why I continue to build upon my prestige. But why does it feel so empty? I've built upon my prestige so that more people would rely on me like this. No way, you drank Cupid Parasite because you were after the president too? I heard some women sitting nearby mention the company's name. I jumped in surprise. I turned away so they didn't see my face, while I eavesdropped on them. They said on the TV that it's a great timing for women looking to get married. If it goes great, then you get to be a president's wife. Isn't that great? That's too naive. There's probably tons of people like you joining for the same reason. There's going to be lots of competition. But it's my chance to become a president's wife. I'll be totally marrying up. You don't get a chance like that every day. That's true. I'm planning on marrying up too. Marrying up, president's wife. Even here I hear the same words that I read in the profile document. Everyone really cares about prestige. Nothing has changed since middle school. I realized that this is what humanity is all about. Okay, no, I don't care about prestige. It's rude for you to assume so. Hey, let's go to the club. Drinks are on me. I remember some bitter memories that caused a shooting pain in my heart. I'm not that same kid anymore. I've worked hard to obtain the prestige of the title of president of Cupid Corporation. But what if I lost that prestige for chance? What if I'm no longer the president? Would I become a worthless human being in the eyes of others? That's right, never forget that. Shelby Finale to remain as SS. That is my worth in life. He needs a hug. To be SS, I must have prestige. This is the only reason my life has changed so smoothly. She's helping me thanks to that. That's not why she's helping you. But if there's someone else that has more worth than me, everyone will go to them. That is what humans do. Not all humans. I look at my phone screen and see the list of applicants for marriage. I didn't even have the slightest desire to marry anyone right now. No, because you're in love with someone else. I looked through the list of members while groaning. Among the members that I manage, I've had 3 couples married to the start of the month. Others have changed their statuses to dating, or are actively participating in matchmaking parties hosted by Cupid Corp. So there is one member that still suspended his activity in matchmaking, and that is Shelby Finale, our president. I sent him the list, but he doesn't respond. I find it doubtful if he's even reading it. Besides when Owen acted on his behalf, it had been years since he'd been on a match date. This is where his managing advisors would come in, but I just don't feel like moving forward with it. I get the feeling that ordinary methods aren't going to work. There are lots of applicants, so maybe I should follow up with him regardless of whether he'll accept or reject. Otherwise, it's rude to members who applied in the first place. What are you mulling about? Ah, you scared me. Is this you, Clarice? Yep, I'm Clarice. Alright. Oh, about Gil. He responded saying that he would love to come. So we're meeting up at TD's Diner at 7:30. Are you okay with that? I'm getting hungry. Sure, thanks, Clarice. You're welcome. So, what's on your mind? Is it about the president? Clarice points to my screen. There was a list of applicants from the president. For the president. There are 120 people in line, huh? That's quite the number. Yeah, a lot happened since the press conference, but the president could be too busy. I was wondering what to do about it. I handed him the list the other day. Some members joined just to meet the president, so I thought he should respond even if it's just send them done. Oh, I see, but if that increases our membership, that's fine. These people didn't apply only to the president, right? Yeah, I did introduce other members to them, so some are making progress in dating, but they're wondering if they'll receive a formal rejection. Maybe I should go and poke the president about it. You're sending them all rejection letters. You're like, sorry, he has a girlfriend. Speaking of which, Owen said he should be back soon from the meeting. Really? Then it should be faster to ask him directly. I typed an email to the president to confirm and managed to secure a meeting time. Katybug sabotaging the president so she gets him. And with the increase of membership due to you, I was hoping you would provide some sort of response. After I finished my explanation, the president remained in his chair with his elbows on his desk motionless. His hands are folded, and he made a serious expression while desperately thinking of something. President, are you alright? What is? You seem tired. Have you been eating right? Oh, yes. I was at a business lunch earlier. I'm eating right, so don't worry. Did he have too much to drink? That's good. If you do not want the applications to continue increasing, I can temporarily suspend all new applications. You could also suspend all matchmaking activities and your active membership, too. What would you like to do? Tell her. The president continued to make a serious expression while groaning. He looked down with a worried face and then looked up at me. I'd like to discuss something with you. Can we go and have dinner tonight? Tonight? Do you have prior plans? I do. I was going to celebrate with Clarice and Gil. I'm sorry. I do have plans with Clarice and a friend. I see. I'm sorry for asking you while you were busy. Then let's talk tomorrow morning. Right. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to start a phone meeting soon. I understand. I'll excuse myself. Yes. I bow and got on the elevator. Before the elevator shut, I saw the president with an extremely tired expression. Offer him your lap as a hello? I suppose there wasn't a chance to begin with. I felt quietly dejected the whole time she was talking about the other members. The adequate yet emotionless way she described the other applicants was so proper that it made me feel pitiful. Normally, when a woman introduces other women to a man she has feelings for, there would be some awkwardness, but there wasn't a speck. In other words, that's not true. During the date, she seemed to have enjoyed it, but now I'm second guessing myself if that was my own misunderstanding. Okay, Shelby's starting to frustrate me. I'm starting to want to quit this membership, or even suspend it for now. But considering it's after the press conference, that would betray the current TC members. I should wait a little longer. If I'm no longer a member, then she would definitely not care about me anymore. She has a high sense of professionalism as an advisor. I'm sure she cares about me at least partially because I'm a member. Those thoughts made me feel further dejected. I couldn't say anything to the woman I liked, and I fear losing our last bit of connection. I'm just a coward. Okay, I can totally see where he's coming from with his perspective of not knowing. Oh man, this is frustrating, of like being in love with someone but not being able to say anything because you're worried about not knowing how they feel and thinking that they're just with you because they're working with you. In the end, that's all I am. Without Prestige, no one would bat an eye on me. Not true, she would. She would totally bat an eye. That's why I will continue to work. It will make the company bigger and establish my status further. But a part of me wants to move forward with these feelings. That's why I am planning on revealing the true feelings to her tonight. I didn't think she would have prior plans. Clarice, what's her name, was it? I think she's an employee and works as a system engineer. It's unfortunate I can't tell her tonight, but there will be another chance. I'll tell her tomorrow morning. I swore that to myself as I looked at my watch. I decided to get ready for the phone meeting. Practice in the mirror! Seriously, if you want to say something and you're not sure how to say it, and you're not sure if you'll be able to do it well, practice doing it in a mirror. As soon as I was finished with my work for the day, I headed to Kitty's Diner as planned. Clarice ran into some trouble, so she's going to be a little late. Where's Gil? I looked around the restaurant and see someone waving at the back. Bruh, do not be alone with him. Hey, over here. Gil, sorry to keep you waiting. No, I didn't wait at all. Hey, where's Clarice? She ran into some trouble at work, but she said she won't be that late, so don't worry. Oh, sure, well, that's perfect for me then. Anyway, go ahead and sit down. I already ordered a few appetizers. Wow, thanks, I'm starving. I'm actually getting hungry. The talk of food isn't helping. A plate of olives, deep-fried pasta, and other small dishes. I think this should last until Clarice arrives, and I'm impressed at Gil. He's so sincere as usual. Anyway, congratulations, that's amazing. You won the Golden Lost York Literary Prize. Oh, yeah, thanks. He puts his hand over his forehead and laughs bashfully. We eat a little as we chatted while we waited for Clarice. It's now 7:30. I was driving alone. I suddenly had another meeting in my schedule. It was great timing. If I work, I wouldn't have to worry about not eating dinner with her. Oh, is it gonna be at the diner? Oh, that'd be awkward. It's still too early for the meeting time. The meeting won't be a business meal or anything, so maybe I should grab something to eat first. Ever since I started living with her, eating real food has become a habit of mine. People do change. I was sitting in my quiet car while I laughed at myself. I changed my destination and turned the wheel. I found a place to park the car. Oh, bet. What's something I can eat quickly? I was trying to see a familiar hairstyle inside a shop. That surprised me. It's Katie. She's in there. I knew I shouldn't be doing this, but I went closer to look than I guessed. She was there all right. She was with a man. I thought she was going with another woman called Clarice today. But the one in front of her definitely is not a woman. She was lying. She wasn't lying! Oh no! I felt a dull shock as someone hit me on the head. I never thought she would lie to me. And it was Bill Lovecraft that she was with, the one who just won the Golden Lost York. I see. So she's the same. No! Oh my gosh. I can't handle this man. Why did she lie? Did she think she was trying to keep me as a sideman? I saw her laughing through the window with lots of emotion, only a panel of glass up her desk, but she felt so far away. Communication for real! And now he's not gonna tell her how he feels. He's not gonna tell her how he feels because he thinks that she's in love with Gil, and she's not. I wake up to the sunshine shining through and stretch in my bed. Today's the day off, so I get to sleep in for the first time in a while. Still, Gil and Clarice really didn't seem like there was a chance between the two. Last night I tried to stick those two together as Cupid, but Clarice kept her guard up too firmly. There was no opening for Gil to get through too. On top of that, Clarice asked me about my relationship with the president on the way back. Because she found out that the president is single, she wondered about why I'm so close to him. Because what? You were asked out on a date as practice? He's just pretending? I know for sure he's got the hots for you. What? But when we meet a client, he introduced me as his managing advisor. Oh, I still think he's just trying to cover it up, maybe. You also like the president, don't you? Huh? Otherwise you wouldn't look that sad about it. True. That's what Clarice said to me. The president, Shelby, likes me? I told Clarice it wasn't true at the time, but I'm not confident about that answer. To be honest, I don't understand my own feelings. I've never been this confused since I came down to the human realm. When I think about the president, my heart feels fluttery and prickly at the same time. I don't know the name of this emotion. Speaking of which, I wonder when the president is returning. I was wondering that as I looked toward the door. Yesterday he said that he wanted to talk in the morning. I didn't confirm what time, but when I came back from celebrating with Gil, the president still wasn't back yet. By the time I went to bed, he still wasn't back. I was worried, so I sent him a message, but he still hasn't responded. But it says that he did read the message. Oh man, he's leaving her on read. I'm still worried. I should go to the living room to see if there's any signs he's back. I quickly get dressed and open the door. I went to the living room and actually saw the president there. The wrinkles between his brow had deeper grooves than usual as he looked at me. Good morning, I'm sorry I overslept. Did you wait long? No, it's alright. I'm taking the day off today. Can you talk right now? A day off? The president took a day off? He's such a workaholic and he took a day off. This must be serious. I was nervous for the serious tone of his voice, and that made me stand up straight. Sure. I gulped, thinking about what he would be talking about. The president held up a piece of paper that was the table that wasn't his going to see it. That was the contract of my role to play as his wife. Oh, that. This isn't necessary anymore. He says that coldly and rips it down the middle. I didn't even have the chance to stop him. Huh? You're now free to go. The marriage fraud is over. The torn contract falls at his feet. I was looking at it, still shocked. I didn't think it would end in such a one-sided way. I enjoyed this life and I liked it a lot. The president was the busy Cupid Parasite, and I enjoyed watching him change little by little. I assumed that the president was also fond of this life. But that was my misunderstanding. The president thought nothing of his life together. I realized for the first time that I was feeling shocked. Shocked? But why? I thought I knew, even from yesterday's breakfast. I thought that I shouldn't rely on him. I see, so I was the only one that liked this life and wanted to stay here. But I shouldn't think of it so selfishly. The president doesn't need me anymore. I understand. I'll leave within the day. I looked down as I returned to my room. Oh no! Wow, this escalated quickly. Luckily, I didn't bring much things with me, so the packing will go quickly. But I felt so down that I couldn't bring myself to start packing. After she left this house, I was frozen where I was. By the time I realized it, night had already fallen. Doing nothing is a waste of time. I knew that, but I still couldn't bring myself to do anything. None of her belongings are left here, completely gone and back to the way it was before. Because of that, it feels cold here. This is for the best. I'll keep taking advantage of her because of the existence of the contract. I'll turn everything into a clean slate, push her away, and go back to living alone. That is the best choice. To be honest, I did want to keep her tied to me with that contract. But that was still a choice from her. I couldn't allow that contract to stop her from choosing that man. Because of the contract, I will continue to be fixated on her, and seeing her with another man will bring me no greater pain. I know, this is really sad. Kind of frustrating. I wish they would just talk to each other. I'm sick of all this pain. If she is gone from my side, I won't be helpful anymore. I won't be afraid of losing my prestige. Yes, this is for the best. I don't want to experience the fear of being abandoned by your loved one. I want to eliminate this possibility of pushing her away, but I still regret it. I wish I didn't say that. I wish I could have continued that contract. But that would be selfish of me. But this is nothing but a work contract. Using that to take advantage of her should not be allowed. I wanted to tell her my feelings for her and become a real husband and wife with her, but it's too late for that. While I was mulling it over, she chose another man, all because her prestige was insufficient. No, I'm nothing but a coward that couldn't muster the courage to tell her my feelings. Even with prestige, she would pay me no heed. So one of them just needs to start this conversation. I don't care who it is at this point. Somebody just needs to be like, I'm in love with you! But if I had the prestige that I could be proud of even a little, I could maybe have the courage to say it. I then heard a message from someone. I sluggishly took out my phone, my pocket, and looked at the screen. It said, regarding tomorrow's reunion. Speaking of which, I did tell them that I was going to join. In the end, I had put off on responding to whether or not to cancel. I didn't have the courage to contact them. For real! Oh my goodness. I'm so frustrated right now. I just want to shake them both and be like, just cancel already! But while I was doing that, I received a message from the organizers that they wanted to use my party hall for Cupid Court. While I was exchanging messages, I ended up having to join. The day of the reunion was quickly broken. I suppose it would be fine to show up for a little. It's going to happen at the office, so I can just show up. If I don't like it there, I can go back to work. But joining in this reunion will put my mind off things a bit. Now that she's not here, it's going to be difficult to get used to living alone again. Has she even left yet? The next morning. Oh yeah, I guess she did. I was eating breakfast at home for the first time in a while with a sulking expression. Aww. I didn't feel motivated to do anything while I continued to chew on my breakfast. While my stomach started getting full, I felt calmer after a night had passed. Now I'm starting to grow increasingly angry at the president. Isn't that kind of mean? He just canceled it all without discussing it with me first. The president is always like that. He thinks about everything on his own and never relies on others. Geez, now I'm even more annoyed. You've been scarfing down your food for a while. Are you okay? Did something happen? Nothing! But you look terrible. I was born this way. You got a lot of nerve saying that with such a cute face. Whatever, anyway, we should get ready to leave. It'll be late. I don't care about the company. What kind of logic is that? Now stop sulking. We'll talk it over in detail tonight. I don't have anything to say. Yes, there was nothing. There was no trust or friendship or love. It was just a business relationship. It was cut off with a single piece of paper. I don't care anymore. The president can go and look for love on his own and get married to whoever he wants. Yes! Yes, I'm streaming tomorrow. Have a good night, Wolf. I'm done with the food. I'll be going now. Sure, see you later. I grabbed my bag and headed toward the door with big strides. Once I get to the office, I plan on giving the president a piece of my mind, rather just to relieve some stress. But what? You suspended his membership? When I get to the office and check his status, it's now set as suspended. The reason he gave was that he was busy. What am I supposed to do with all these applicants? I shouted that out without thinking, and my coworker in the next desk leaned over to look at my computer. Oh, that. The president already responded to everyone and then set his status to suspended. What? Did he just double down on his prestige parasite thing and now doesn't care about marriage? I frantically checked the email, and the president sent to all the single members who applied. This is my privilege as their advisor. I can confirm that the prestige parasite side has worsened. All reasons for rejection he gave was he wanted to concentrate on work. What should I do? Go confront him! Oh my goodness, girl! My anger from earlier started getting deflated, and now I felt guilty. I felt disqualified as Cupid. The president trusted me to be his advisor in finding a partner. But ultimately, he suspended his membership. I felt shocked at it all. My coworker next to me looked confused. Why are you so shocked? Yeah, right? They're reacting the exact same. They're only the same wavelength, but they're not communicating! And now I failed him. You're so earnest with work, but there's a chance he's only saying that as a public position. Public position? For example, maybe he has a girlfriend behind the scenes? Huh? Because he got a girlfriend, I had not considered that at all. My eyes went wide in surprise. I highly doubt that, though. There wasn't a hint of other women around the president. If there was, I would have noticed as a Cupid and as his advisor. But of course, the possibility of this isn't at zero. Actually, that does make more sense for him, suddenly canceling the cohabitation deal. What if he really did find a girlfriend? I'll ask him! Whatever, he's already suspended his own membership. That's right, my job to be the bridal advisor. I have to matchmake for people who want to get married. I have no duty to look after people who have ended that search. But I'm curious as to the rejection messages that the president sent, so I looked through them all. They really are. I think this is honestly, like, probably getting to the point of frustration for me, that I'm just like, ugh. Because it's just like, if she would say something or he would say something, if they would actually communicate rather than just assuming what the other person was thinking and feeling, all of this could have been avoided. But they're just assuming, and assumptions aren't good. I stretched at my seat and looked back at the work I did today. I received 5 new members today and also interviewed 3 current members. I also sent recommendations to the people who have stopped being active. That was the kind of matchmaking work I did. As Cupid, I'm doing the right thing, but I couldn't feel happy about it for some reason. Usually I would feel energized whenever I did help matchmake some people, but I have this murky feeling inside of my heart right now. Whatever, I should just get ready to go home. I turn off my computer and get my bag ready to stand up, and my coworker at the next desk pats me on the shoulder. Hey, did you hear? The president is running some matchmaking party. Huh? Some people saw him going to a party room on the first floor. He's probably going to join. Oh, more misunderstandings. A president at a matchmaking party? But he just suspended his membership earlier. And was there a matchmaking party scheduled for today? I thought I had kept tabs on the matchmaking party schedule, so something about it seemed odd to me. Maybe that's just part of his work too? Although that's what I thought, it got me curious. If there really was a matchmaking party, I needed to know as his former advisor. I guess I could just take a peek on the way home. It's just on the way. There's no special meaning behind it. Sure, keep telling yourself that. I think nothing of the president's search for marriage, I think. Even so, I'm restless as I head to the elevator. I'm walking faster than I usually do. Like, I don't think there's any special meaning behind me going to see him, or snooping to see what he's up to. When I entered the party room, I saw many men and women dressed up. Wow, this seems different from the usual parties. The matchmaking party often have different outfits, and the people today seem to be very friendly with each other. Wait, Washington Middle School reunion? I saw the sign at the entrance, and it got me confused. I looked for a fellow employee as I asked a question. Hey there, I'm Katie Bugs from the Best Department. What party is this? Oh, this is a reunion for the middle school where the president attended. So that's why. No wonder why it doesn't look like a matching party then. This is the middle school that the president went to. In other words, this is a gathering of his old friends. Something about this caused a stir in my heart. What kind of child is the president? What caused him to become the Cupid Parasite that he is now? Before I knew it, I had stepped into the middle of the hall, looking for the president. I saw the president standing at the corner of the room. There's the president. I was about to approach him when I realized he was talking with someone. The president is talking to a beautiful woman. I couldn't tell what they were talking about from far away, but the two appeared to be very close. The president then made a gentle smile, with the flower blooming gracefully. The moment he smiled, I froze in place. I couldn't approach him further, or leave. It felt painful to me. That was a smile he never gave me, and yet he's showing it to someone else. It was a nostalgic, troubled, and kind gaze all at once. I could tell without asking that the woman was someone special to the president. Oh, I see. He pushed me away so that he would be reunited with her at the school reunion. I was wondering why the president would chase me out without a prior conversation. But now it all makes sense. It was, and more misunderstandings. She's definitely low-key jealous. Oh yeah, most definitely. If I was her, I would be like, yo, so like, what's going on? Who is she? Like, why are you talking to her? Why did you break up with me? But now it all makes sense. It was also for someone special to him. She could be an old girlfriend. She could be his first love, perhaps. She could be his girlfriend. Oh man, no, seriously, like, if I were her, I would be questioning things. I felt something hot stream down my cheek. Why am I crying? I quickly wrapped off with my fingertips and turned away from the president. Even when he's out of sight, this pain in my heart won't go away. It hurts. I feel sad. The pain is real. I understand now. It finally hit me. I came to a realization. The reason why I wanted to be with president, the reason I was so shocked when he tore the contract, it was all because I liked the president. Tears streamed again down my cheeks. Why did I have this realization now? If only I realized it while we were living together, I could have told him my feelings. It's so weird. Cupid falling in love, and I wasn't able to realize my own feelings of love. My lips twitched out of shape in my efforts to hold back tears. But I had no way of holding them anymore. My tears overflowed the moment I realized my first love was the moment I lost it. I never imagined heartbreak would be so painful. I've helped so many people fall in love, but I never experienced it for myself. Critter Hims, how are you? Oh, Resto is on it. Thank you. Guys, go check out Critter. She's awesome. I've been such a lazy Cupid. This is my punishment. I'm sure of it. I'm the reason marriage rates have been falling. I, as Cupid, didn't even know what love was. I want to know what love is. Do you think you could show me, baby? I realized it's too late. I hate myself. I wiped my tears and left the hall. I've been drawing and listening, but the story is actually distracting me. It's getting so good. I feel bad. I really just want to hug Cupid. I don't think my mood will return to normal anytime soon. Oh, poor baby. Her love is no more. Okay, that's kind of creepy. There we go. Sad hard eyes. A little bit early, about 15 minutes before Katie entered the hall. Oh, we're about to see what happens. She does need a hug, for real though. Woo! I'm here at the Washington Middle School reunion. I exchanged pleasantries with the organizer and then leaned against the wall for a drink. I looked at my old classmates and it brought back memories. I felt a twitch in my heart. I knew that I didn't want to be here. I shouldn't have come. I better return to work soon. I put down the glass and tried to leave the hall, but then I bumped into someone. Oh, excuse me. Shelby, aren't you Shelby Snow? And you are... I didn't remember her at all. It can't be because I did everything I could to forget about what happened in middle school. I was wanting to apologize to you. Apologize? Why? You know, because when you were no longer valedictorian for our grade, I teased you about it. When I was no longer valedictorian, I remember it like it was yesterday. That sort of thing only happened to me once. Shelby, your name spells out SS, but you couldn't become the first place in our grade. That's what the girl told me. Is that what made him the prestige parasite? Oh, that is so sad. You are the one? Yes, I'm sorry I said that, and it led to everyone saying the same. I'm really sorry about that. After graduating, you left for last year, so I never got the chance to apologize to you. That's right, I thought all at the time that I would become the real SS and show all of them. That's why I entered high school at Last York. I then entered the first-rate Harebaird University and wanted to strike it big at Last York. Yes, there were many things that happened. All of the memories started coming back to me. That was the reason I became the prestige parasite. It was due to my life back in middle school. Oh no! Dude, y'all. Being bullied, like, changes so much if you let it. I don't like the saying sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. I like to say sticks and stones can break my bones, and words can also hurt me. Shelby Snow has gotten first place for the exam again. Wow, Shelby! Shelby is so awesome. He's great at sports and grades too. Just like his initials, he totally is SS. Everyone, you can learn a thing or two from Shelby. Anyway, that concludes today's class. The teacher announcement, followed by the bell, caused all the students to run out of the classroom. Hey, Shelby, you gotta tutor me in this class. You're free after school, right? What? Shelby's going shopping with me today. Hey, can I join? Let's study together at the cafe after that. Wow, that sounds great. I'm going too. It's okay, right, Shelby? Hey, I was here first. Who cares? Don't keep them all to yourself. You okay with that, Shelby? Yeah, I don't mind. Yay! I was always the center of attention. Whenever someone wanted tutoring or someone needed help in sports, they'd always come to talk to me or come to me. Shelby Snow. The all SS, that was my nickname, but I didn't mind that one bit. I came from an ordinary countryside school. I was happy that I gained so much respect just because I knew the school subject better than most. But all of that changed after a transfer student came. Oh no. Okay, everyone, let me introduce you to a transfer student. This is Chris Charm. Shrimp? Hello, I came from Last York. I'm here at Washington with my parents. Wishington with my parents, who owns Trim Burger, since they want to open a branch here. Huh? Trim Burger? That's super popular Lost York Burger Shop? You came from Lost York? Wow, that's so wonderful. You got great fashion sense too. You're totally a city boy. You look so cool. And you said your parents own it? You're the president's son? No way, that means you're super rich. Oh no. Chris Trim created a storm at Wishington Middle School. He was a fashionable city boy that came from Lost York, the son of a famous burger shop. That was enough to cause a commotion in the countryside. Yes, that was supposed to be all. Yes, Shelby Snow got first place on the exam again. Everyone could learn a thing or two from him. You should try to listen to the class more. You got failing grades again. Sorry, Peach. Chris is fine the way he is, better than being some nerd. Yeah, grades aren't everything in life. Let's go. I'll go to Trim Burger's new branch today. My treat. Oh, Shelby, you should come with. I'm dumb, so you can teach me a few things. I'm sorry, but I'll pass. I need to go and study. Wow, you're such a nerd. I couldn't ever do that. I intended on maintaining the same life, but why did it change so much? But I'm sure it will all cool down eventually. Everyone is just interested in what's new. Was it? Yes, it will all go back to normal. That's what I thought. Oh no. This makes me really sad. No way, you're dating Shrimp? You're such a winner. I'm so jealous. The girls had gathered and are talking up a storm. I stopped walking when I saw the girl in the center of the conversation. She was the one I wanted to ask out. She was the most popular girl in school, and now she was dating Chris. Everything went downhill from there. I couldn't concentrate on my studies from the shock. I finally fell from my throne of first place in academics. The top place is held by Bob. No way, it's not Shelby? What's going on? What happened, Snail? Your test scores were terrible. You're even lower than Chris. What happened to you? Huh? No way, I'm suddenly smarter? Chris, I'll have you know that Snail's rank dropped, but you're not better at all. You're so strict, Peach, but Shelby's not being first is so rare. Don't you all think so? Yeah. Not you. Shelby's initials are SS, but he didn't get first place. But he's not SS. That's so funny. Yeah, all work and no play makes you a dull boy. Anyway, let's play together next time, Shelby. We'll throw a party to comfort you today, and I'll treat you to anything you want. Come on, man. No fair, Shelby gets all the good stuff. Treat me too. Me too. Oh, fine, then I'll take everyone to free food today to commemorate me beating Shelby. This is why we love you, Chris. You're so awesome. I want to go to that new ice cream shop in town. I failed my exams from shock of a broken heart. I was instantly turned into the class clown. So this is how it feels. I realized it then. I am Shelby Snow. I must be SS. He was loved just because he was rich. Unlike him, I must always be... Oh, poor baby! All the girls only look at one's status. Chris was a rich man from the big city. Everyone chooses him over me. Prestige, money, brains, status, that's everything in this world. No one cares about my performance in academics or sports. Prestige is everything. Without that, no one will pay me any attention. What a sad way to live life. It's from that point on. After that, I stopped chasing after love and continued to build up upon my prestige. I hated the atmosphere of the slow countryside. I hated how my parents had no intention of bettering themselves. I then entered high school in Lost York. After that, I discarded everything that wouldn't benefit my prestige. I did everything that was necessary to gain status, including my studies. I did archery, skiing, cooking, and even marksmanship. I mastered everything that was said to have value in Lost York. I had a few friends who would take me to meet potential dates, but I thought romance was a waste of time. I tried developing a dating app instead. With that, I started my own business. I did it all while attending college and graduate school where I learned how to run a business. I started my business to make finding love as effective as possible, but I didn't think I would have so much difficulty myself. Oh, are you Shelby? You Shelby? Wow, it's been a while. You were here too? Huh? I looked up and gasped. Another woman ran up to me. It was the female student that was most popular in my grade. She was the one who was dating Chris, the girl who broke my heart. It's been a while. Those words came out smoothly. It seems that the pain of the broken heart had vanished. That was to be expected because I had fallen for another woman, Katie, and also had my heart broken by her. I saw you on the news, as usual. You're so sincere. You're the most popular boy in class after all. I thought Chris was the most popular. Oh, right, Shelby, you went onto school in Lost York, so you don't know what happened after that. It was pretty hectic. Yeah, you know Chris' family was rich. He started to get more arrogant, like he thought he would be forgiven as long as he paid money. You dated him for a year and broke up right away. Yeah, hey, no need to bring that up. You broke up with Chris? It's over 10 years ago. We were kids back then. I couldn't help but jump on the new thing on the block, you know? But it was no good. The rich kids were arrogant. I broke up with him and married someone I met at Washington University. Now, I'm a mother of 3. You're totally a Washington native, after all. You never leave there. I'm surprised you even made it to the reunion. Oh, right. Yeah, so to us, you're still the most popular boy in class, Shelby. Yep. The girls were talking well in high spirits and a welcoming mood, but all I could do was be surprised and dumbfounded. So that was what transpired. Despite having status, Chris was not popular. Even with status, it didn't work out for him, and in their eyes, I was still the most popular in the class. I was going to show them up. I was going to obtain prestige and defeat Chris once and for all, but there was no need to fight in the first place. Hey, is that you, Shelby? Haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. Shelby, glad to see you here. How have you been? Aww, it's actually nice to see that people really liked him. Everyone had gathered here knowing that I would be here. Everyone was making relaxed smiles everywhere. From my years as a president, I could tell that these smiles are genuine. They aren't made as part of a calculated intent. Old friend smiles. I see. Like ice melting, all the fixation I had inside of me started to unravel. What was I fighting all these years? My old classmates didn't care about prestige after all. It's given me the affirmation that I wanted through my memories. The nerds always end up being the cool guys after. It's true though! Oh my goodness, my mom always said that too growing up. I heard it all through. No, correction. You know what my mom's advice to me was? Marry a nerd, because he'll grow up hot and rich. Can't make this stuff up. I wouldn't say that prestige isn't needed. Prestige is important as well as greatly affected how people see you. But I found out that for the first time that it's not the only thing that matters. Yeah! And now I marry nerds in Atome games. And I'm still single. A chocolate love song. Oh my goodness. Chocolate is the only love me. On the day after my heart was broken, I'd call into work, man. I'd be like, sorry, I can't come into work today. I have a box of tissues and some ice cream. I'm sick. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. I got a stomach ache. Oh, wrong button. I wanted to hit that one. PTO day, yeah, right? Who needs real guys when you have a Tommy men? Yeah, I have a whole freaking harem of, like, 2D men who love me. I got Jesus and 2D men. What else do I need? As we say around here, I love Jesus and 2D men. I fiercely focus on my work. You sure are going all out at work today. I'm heartbroken. I'm sad. Leave me alone. I want to be in bed. Yes, work never betrays you. Uh-huh. Yes, work doesn't betray you. As long as you achieve the results, that's yours and yours alone. Oh no, is she gonna become prestigious? Like, is she gonna become work like, oh no, please don't. After experiencing heartbreak, I decided to only look for work. That's right, I came to the human realm to show up Dad anyway. I need to get to work. Are you okay? You have this serious expression going on with you. I'm fine, I love to work. You don't look like you love it. Chi. Just have Chi. Speaking of Chi, I really need a Chi plushie. I was hoping my friend would make a Chi plushie, but she never got back to me. I need a Chi plushie. Please get worried about me when she comes home every day. She also does the same, but I have to continue working more. I love Chi. If anything, Chi's my favorite in this whole game. Chi's best pet. I take care of interviewing members who need help getting married. I hadn't thought about that! That is a really good idea, Resto, actually. When I find people who struggle in finding love, I gather them and hold romantic seminars. The cooking matchmaking picture book cuisine is starting to get more popular. I prove it by observing them that taking place. I did nothing but work for days on end. For some reason, Auntie decided to pay me a visit. So you're not Cupid anymore because you fell in love. Hey, Cupid, how are you doing? I'm totally great. You don't look that way, though. Auntie tilts her head in confusion while smiling. That sight of her feels so nostalgic that it makes me want to cry. Soon after, I hear voices in the seat next to me. That made me want to cry for another reason. Wow, look at her. Is that some kind of costume? Was there some event going on? Auntie really stands out. What should I do? What's going to happen if someone calls the police on her? When gods descend down here, they can take human forms or be invisible demons. Auntie came to speak with me, so she took a human form, but her clothes are the same as when she was a god. Everyone definitely thinks this is some weird gathering. I compare the outfit of Auntie and everyone in the area, but the other people seem rather interested in Auntie. That's kind of cute because it looks like it's for Halloween. I wonder where they sell that. I want to wear something like that too. It seems that people sort of see it as a fashion. I'm relieved at how open people are at Lost York. I turned my attention to Auntie and forced at a smile. I ran away from home to do this, so I can't complain. I'm totally fine. Lady Minerva, what brings you here? Well, because I was worried about you. Cupid, I've been observing you from Celestia for some time. Huh? Meaning she knows what had happened? I'm starting to feel a bit awkward about it. Auntie just waves her hand. Oh, I'm not always looking. I'm too busy for that. I just happened to glance, and you made this really serious face that I decided to visit. Oh, that's actually really sweet of her. Also, I really like her lace gloves. So, did something happen? We can talk about it. I'm the great Lady Minerva, after all. There really isn't anything to talk about. I just reaffirmed how much I like to work. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. I might be able to help, so we can talk when you feel like it. You remember, right? Only the 12 Olympians of sea continents have the ability to manipulate humans. Huh? Manipulate humans? You can do that? Oh, you didn't know? Of course we can. We're gods after all, although it's not always done completely. When there's an opening in their mind or when they are weakened, humans are easily controlled. Brainwashed might be a better word. Please don't give her the idea to brainwash Shelby. We can't go against their sense of justice, but if they're already leaning towards something, we can easily push them to do it. If there's someone you want to brainwash, leave that to Lady Minerva here. Auntie winks at me. I shake my head upon hearing such an ominous suggestion. I won't need to do something dangerous like that. I don't want to go to such lengths to be with the president. Besides, Lady Minerva mentioned that the person must have that desire to begin with. The president thinks nothing of me, so brainwashing won't work on him. Oh, really? I think it's rather convenient. I kind of want to see what happens if she brainwashes him, though. Lady Minerva, you've done it before? It's just something that I've dabbled with in the past as a god. What does that even mean? Even though we're both gods, the 12 Olympians are on a different level. Their way of thinking is incomprehensible, even scary. The way Dad thinks is no different. It's just out of this world to me. Cupid, compared to your arrow powers, it's really nothing to worry about. It's the same way your arrow may be the strongest in Celestia. Really? Yep, some say that even Jupiter fears your powers. I didn't know that. At that moment, a message arrived on my phone, and I jumped. On the screen it said Parasite 5. Oh, a work email? Yeah, do you mind if I read it? Go right ahead. Although I felt bad towards Auntie, I checked my email, and I opened the email and held my head over my mouth. It was an email from the producer of Parasite House. He said that he is in the planning stage of making another program with Parasite 5. Oh. After saying goodbye to Auntie, I was back at the office reading the project plan sheet of the program called Parasite 5's Future. On it, it was asking President Shelby himself to appear instead of Owen as his representative. So I have to talk to the president, but the other four already agreed to appear. Gil, Brule, Riku, and Alan have all given permission. I've confirmed with the company and sent them the message, and they instantly replied with their agreement. I didn't know this, but they had all still been meeting with each other to maintain their friendship. I just want to see Alan, please. But the president, if I sent him a message on the phone, he would reply immediately. This is work after all. I opened up the message app on my phone, but seeing the president's name hurt my heart. This is serious to me. Hello. Hi. Fine, I should just go through Owen and have him ask for me. I relented and contacted Owen instead. A few minutes later, he responded with, he said it was fine. Well, that means all 5 of the Parasite will be joining. For some reason, my name was in the credits as a member that will appear too. Although it's part of my work, I will have to see the president for the first time in a while. It made me happy, but it also weighed heavy on my heart. I bet you my aunt does something. It would be funny if my aunt did something. I hope Lady Minerva does something. I don't think she will, but I would much enjoy it. And after a few days of preparation, the TV program Parasite House has been revived for the first time in months. Hello to everyone out there in the lost world. Don't you dare touch that dial because it's time for Parasite House. I hear loud cheers. I'm sure everyone missed the Parasite 5 so much. I'm Bomber, coming at you live in color. Our program today is Parasite 5's future. Let's have the Parasite 5 come on down for now. Parasite 5, have you all been doing good? Hi! Doing fine. Wow, full acting, popular as always, so how's your search for love going? Not great. The director keeps telling me to experience more love and stuff. I've been researching stuff on being spirited away. It's really interesting. Famous painting of a bull was actually a portal to another world. If we let you finish that thought, we'll run out of time, so maybe later. And what about our fashion boy, Ryuki? Grandmother is still telling me to gain more experience. I don't think I need to look for love, so recently I go to the film sites with Rule, where Rule is to coordinate style for actors. Wow, that's amazing! Actors are all handsome, so it's perfect for the glamour parasite. Next up, have you grown out of your dangerous desires? Of course! I'm sharing women completely with their permission now. I love him! You mean you get permission from the men I do? I don't know. Okay, sure, I'm afraid to ask, so I'll leave it at that. Next up is Gil Lovecraft. He was just awarded with the Golden Lost Dwarf Literary Prize. He's now a super popular author. Anyway, Gil, how is it going? Grown out of your status as a loved one parasite yet? Not yet. The girl still never knows. Because you don't say anything! Oh, what is with these men in this game not saying anything? I have to freaking drop kick them all. Just punt them like a fucking basketball or something. Huh? Oh, I see. So women aren't crawling at you for attention even after getting that award. I don't get more women interacting with me. I do get more women interacting with me, but there are only one girl that I truly love. She did celebrate with me when I was awarded the prize, but she doesn't realize my feelings for her. I'll do my best to let her know. Clarice totally didn't show any interest after all. Men having emotions? Ew. No, I'm here for the emotions. I'm not here for them not communicating the emotions. Emotions are good, not communicating the emotions are bad. Same from women. Women need to communicate their emotions too. Men aren't mind readers. The loved one parasite sure has to go through a lot. Lastly, we have the parasite, Prestige, who had a rep last time. Shelby Finale. Hi, I'm Shelby. You're the talk of the town right now. That sincere press conference got me all hot and bothered too. Cupid Corporation is hot right now, so let's check out life at the Parasite House. And that's how the Parasite House got started. It all seemed pretty relaxed at the beginning. I mean, I think that's true, and I think part of that is because that's how they're taught. At least, like what I'm used to is our men. I grew up with men being told to suck it up if you're a man, men don't cry, things like that. And I was just like, dude, that's so lame. I think men should be told it's okay to have emotions. I mean, I know men and women process emotions differently, but on the grand scale, of themes, men aren't taught how to handle their emotions properly. Video replay of everyone's lives were being shown while they all talked about their own opinions, much like a school reunion. I was just there as the bridal advisor to give them advice. We're still in the middle of the program, so the president talked normally, although his answers were so plain that it almost seemed forced. So we still managed to complete the revival show of Parasite House. I feel like I'm not emotional enough sometimes. It's all my boys together! Definitely love Ryuki and Alan, our favorite. Although I haven't done Alan yet, because I can't, but, if I had my pick, Alan probably would have been my first, so I'm kind of glad they lost his route. After the program ended, we were all holding an after party with catering that the president prepared. We were also having a toast over some alcohol. Wow, that was fun. Yeah, but you sure there was no female staff this time around? I kept them out because I knew you would be here today. Too bad, but you seem to look a lot more delicious than I last remembered you. Alan licks his lips while wrapping his arms around my waist. I smack his hands. It's just your imagination. I'm not in love or anything. That's a lie. You know that I can tell. Alan can tell. But we know that. Hey, Kitty, anything you want to eat? I can grab it for you. Oh, I can get it myself. Thanks, Gil. You look terrible. Are you keeping up with maintenance? Oh, me? He got spritz. You and that one too. Compared to the last time I met you, your complexion is solid. Maybe you have too much stress in your life. Huh, me too? Same, I feel like I hold back a lot when it comes to my emotions. Yeah, I feel that! It's in a rock. I feel that. Taking care of your skin is the bare minimum. You should do it. Do it properly. Right, I'm sorry. With my face covered in this, I look to the president and I start to feel hot again. I can't do it. Looking at the president causes me to feel pain. There's no way I can talk to him. I'm glad there's mist on my face right now. Because my face is wet, no one can tell if I'm let out some tears. I cry a little in secret and went to the corner so that no one can see me. I don't want to eat anymore. I'll just stay in the corner. I sit down on the sofa and sigh. I then notice some cute desserts on the table. What's that? There are cute red heart-shaped ones, some silver orb-shaped ones, and also colorful ones. I'm working on slowly showing more emotions and talking about them. It's not easy, though. Okay, we gotta save. Come on. No, you literally just clicked save. I might have to go on to a different page soon. I only have like 2 more loading save spots left. We're gonna try eating it. I'm not gonna ask. I'm just gonna eat it. I take one and hand it, eat it. I felt shocked by it. What is this? It's so delicious. Aha! Right answer! I've never experienced this before since coming to the human realm. It's so sweet and rich that it makes me lightheaded. I wondered what it was as I continued to eat it. Gil came over to me while smiling. You sure are eating real fast. You said the last time you didn't like chocolate, but you actually loved it. Huh? Chocolate? Is this it? Previously, Auntie told me that I'm not supposed to eat chocolate. She did say previously that it was the demon's food. After hearing that, I avoided it until now, but I ate it without knowing. Oh well, this is delicious. I wonder why she can't eat chocolate. I crave delicious things most when I'm feeling down. But why was I always forbidden from eating it? I thought about that as I continued to nibble. I feel lightheaded. Does this chocolate have alcohol in it? Oh no. While I continued eating, my body felt hotter, like I was getting drunk. Oh no! The chocolate has alcohol! Whenever I'm able to get drunk from alcohol, so I thought I just felt my alcohol will. Looks like I get drunk from chocolates instead. Oh! My cheeks feel hotter and my vision starts to thin. My consciousness faded like someone pulled the plug. Oh, that's why she's not allowed to eat chocolate. Chocolate gets her drunk. Oh no! I'll see you later. Thanks for hosting. Bye now. Alan, don't leave! Let me stare at your pretty face longer. Woo! After everyone left the party, I was left alone with the cluttered living room. I have to now clean all this up on my own. I felt irritated at it, but I started picking up the trash anyway. She seemed to have vanished midway through. Where did she go? She must have went home. Gil also left midway, so they might have gone together. So it seems that she belongs to him. But Gil said that she didn't notice his feelings, that he's still the loved one parasite. What does that mean? I continued cleaning the house while worrying about the current problems. I thought I heard something falling on the sofa on the other side. Is someone still there? Yep, me. Hi. I walked over and was surprised. She was there, drunk and asleep. You didn't go home yet? Everyone is already gone. I ran up to her to help her up. The sweet fragrance of her body made me twitch. This is not good. She's drunk and we're alone. She seemed so defenseless, and she's oh so slowly opened her eyes, looked at me, and she started to cry. Hey, what's the matter? Her sudden crying made me confused. She then made an angry sort of expression at me. Don't be kind to me. You probably think nothing of me. Is she still drunk? She doesn't seem to be speaking properly as she continues to glare at me. I'm so dumb. I like you so much. Like who? You dummy! I was frozen in place as she started to hit me on the chest while crying. You jerk, I hate you. I thought we were finally closer. It was fun living with you. But you canceled the cohabitating so suddenly, and you called me as just another advisor in front of that old man. I'm just nothing but an employee to you. I can't! Drunk Confessions 101. I guess how to do it properly. Give her chocolates. That'll get her talking. At the school reunion, I saw you act all friendly with those beautiful women. I'm sure you felt so lucky then. Well, aren't you happy you found love? My feelings were just one-sided. I feel so dumb. You don't like me at all. I felt like her consciousness suddenly snapped then. She started bawling in my arms. I don't have a blush emoji anymore. So, we're just gonna do this. I guess that's one way to do it. She's probably not gonna remember this in the morning, though, so sucks for you. Sorry, President, you're kissing the person you're in love with, but she's probably not gonna remember this in the morning. Before I knew it, I had stolen her lips. Her sweet and soft lips touched mine. With our lips together, our tongues intertwined, I tasted the sweet flavor of chocolate that makes me dizzy. She has never been closer to me physically. We kiss as I pat her on the hair in my arms, and I was completely focused on this kiss. I thought she chose another man. Definitely is not to know. I feel so bad. That she thought nothing of me. I thought that she saw the date only as part of her job. But it was just a misunderstanding. Both of us misunderstood and went in such a roundabout way. I was so foolish. If we only talked, I would have found out that she shared these things. Exactly what I've been saying this whole time! Thank you! It's all a misunderstanding. You're the only one I have feelings for. Brachi is so drunk. I like you. You're the only one for me. That's why I take out the thing that I had kept in my pocket all this time in my attempt to throw the question. I also like you. She smiled at me gently before slowly drifting off the swoosh. Poor Shelby! Don't confess to a drunk person. There are traces of tears on her cheek as she sleeps with a gentle expression. She's still in my arms. She just said that she wanted and passed out. I mean, she's drunk and she's in stress and she's tired. And I don't know about her, but I am a tired drunk. So, like, your girl, like, will drink and sleep. Like, yeah. Getting drunk solves all the problems, right? Should have just given her chocolate sooner. This is leaving me really frustrated. But I found out that we both have feelings for each other. That in itself was enough to turn my world on its head. Her room was left the way it was since the day she left. I could just have her spend the night there. That's what I thought as I picked her up. Tonight, I'll have you stay the night. We have feelings for each other, so I don't need to send you home. I whispered that in her ear, and she mumbled something happily as she rubbed her face on my chest. This is too cute. This isn't good. I hate that we know we have feelings for each other, but we can't do anything about it. Even so, I don't want to be that kind of man that would take advantage of a drunk woman. I sigh a little and take her to her room. We can talk about it the next morning. This time, I won't lie about my feelings and tell her everything. This misunderstanding started because I couldn't ask her out on a date like a normal person. I mean, this is true. This is true. I wake up on the soft bed and stretch widely. This bed feels good. Was the bed at home this good? I thought about that while getting up to my surprise. I found out that this wasn't home. But the ceiling was familiar, so did the bedding. And next to me was the president. Oh wait, I thought he was gonna just put her to bed and go to his own room. Did he watch her? I jump up in surprise and look at the president while sitting on the bed. I can't remember what happened last night at all. Why was I sleeping with him? I think, yeah, that's it. My memory went hazy after eating the chocolate. Auntie told me not to eat it because it was a demon's food. Could it be that it was something that God shouldn't eat? But all that happened was that I lost a bit of memory from last night. I'm glad I didn't die from it. What else? After eating the chocolate, my memory got wiped, and when I came to, I was here. What happened in between? I was frozen up, but in the meantime, the president woke up. Oh, you're awake. That's good. Are you alright? It seems that I fell asleep too. Bro, y'all just slept in your normal clothes? I know what that's like. It's kind of uncomfy. Yes, I nodded and turned to the side. The president seemed so kind right now. He's like a completely different person from the time he gripped the contract. You should probably reaffirm what you told her last night, that you're in love with her, because she doesn't remember. He lazily got up and sat up in bed to face me. Katie, you slept midway through yesterday, so let me finish what I wanted to say. First, the woman you saw in the reunion was nothing to me. She's just a classmate. She's already married with children. Huh? And I had no idea that you thought that way about the canceling of our cohabitation. I'm sorry about that. I happened to see you meeting with Gil on the day you said you were meeting with Clarice. I took that you two were dating. What? Knowing you had a boyfriend, it would be a problem if you found out we were living together. That's why I canceled the contract. They're finally talking! I'm so proud of them! So that's why I'm sorry. I broke out into a cold sweat while responding to him. The president knew about my feelings. What should I do? This means that I told him everything on my mind when I was drunk. Oh, it looks like she's gonna cry again. She's so confused. The poor girl needs a tissue box and probably some water. But what's most important now is how much exactly did I tell him. I had no recollection of it, so I have no idea. But the best thing to happen is for the misunderstanding to clear up. I decided to tread carefully. I'm not dating Gil. On that day, Clarice was working overtime, so she was a little late. The three of us ate dinner together. I wasn't seeing Gil alone. I took out my phone and showed the photo that the Leos took to celebrate. Seeing that, the president smiled with relief and said, I see, so was my misunderstanding. I'm sorry. Not at all. And about when I asked you out on a date, I'm sorry about that. I didn't want to say anything strange in front of the client. I didn't think that it would hurt you. I'm really sorry about that. Not at all. It seemed that I complained about a whole lot. It's odd to see the president wasn't mad at all. He must have noticed me getting frantic. He smiled gently and patted me on the head. In any case, you were really drunk. I'm sure it's painful right now. I'll make breakfast so you can rest some more. And we can continue the one thing I want to say to another time. We have to get ready or we'll be late for work. PTO day! Call off! I look at the clock and he was right, but there's still time to eat breakfast. I didn't know what happened yesterday, but I get to eat breakfast with the president again. That made me so happy and I happily nodded. Just call in. Have a couple day where you can communicate and talk. A Cupid's mission. Okay, y'all, it is 11:30. And my sister is in bed. I kind of want to keep playing, though. Okay, I'm going to play a little more, because I'm kind of obsessed. After finishing breakfast together, we headed to the office in the president's car. I matched my hours to get work. You matched my hours to get to work? I wasn't fully paying attention. I didn't think he would wait for me. Previously, he would just leave without me. It's obvious that the president is nicer. I really wonder what happened yesterday. I'm hoping so, but I have no idea. I'm sure part of it has to do with the misunderstanding clearing up, but it's still weird. Why would the Prestige Parasite prioritize me over his work? In any case, I'm glad this is happening. I found out that the president doesn't have a girlfriend. It's gotta be almost over. Also, he canceled the contract because he thought I was dating Gil. Haha, looks like we both made misunderstandings. We really do have to talk this over. So what do you want to do for dinner? Dinner? I think there are sales at the supermarket today, so I was planning on going grocery shopping with Clarice. I see, with Clarice. You two seem to be really close. Oh, I didn't tell you, Clarice and I have been roommates since college. Oh, really? Roommates? That's quite a surprise. A very strange coincidence indeed. The president was mumbling something to himself while we approached the office. Well, I'll excuse myself here. Yeah. I headed to the office and was forward to my desk. I'm curious as to why the president was so kind, but I have to work to help the members first. I'm still glad that the misunderstanding was cleared up. Also glad that the person I liked didn't hate me or find a girlfriend. For the first time in several days, I felt good about things. I used that to get myself motivated for the upcoming work. Motivated, 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 motivated. After she excused herself, I saw her get off the elevator. I went to the president's office and leaned my head against the wall. She was acting exactly as she usually did. It's like she didn't remember that we kissed. Because she was drunk. I'm so sorry. That's the husbandos. Hello, PK. How are you? Welcome in. She was completely drunk, so that's more likely. But I can't ask her if she remembered our kiss. She would hate me if she thinks I did that while she was drunk. I hope that what she said was from the heart. I'm slightly doubtful if I should take those drunken words at face value. No, you should. You definitely should. But she's going to return to her usual home tonight. Now that I know she returns my feelings, I thought she'd still want to live with me. But it seems she's going back to her own place. She talked about grocery shopping in the car, so I figured she had no intention of eating together. I was thinking of eating dinner together and proposing to her. In that case, how about asking her out on another date? No, if I can't tell her again. I thought I was moving forward, but there was no progress after all. I could have proposed, but now we had to start all over. Do you want to talk about it? And it sounds pretty good. I can't handle this man. He's so frustrating. How do I tell her my feelings? First, I have to bring the conversation naturally to her so that she can talk. However, I used to practice it as an excuse last time and it caused things to go haywire. All that's left is, get down on one knee to propose. Come on and kiss the girl. I buried my head. Oh wait, you already did that and she forgot. I buried my head in the wall as I could see the thing. It'll be difficult to find the time to talk to her naturally about this. I mean, just ask her on a date. Wow, it's not that hard. The next day. Yeah, I got you! My DMs are open if you ever did want to talk. No pressure. Just wanted to let you know that I'm here. But I will definitely be praying for you. You got it. I was making breakfast while in high spirits. I actually got a message from the president saying that he wants to talk, so he wants to go on a date. The president is nicer now, and he didn't say anything about it being a practice date. Could it be? Yes, it's an actual date! I'm proud of him! Maybe this time we'll affirm that we have feelings for each other. You already did that. I'm sorry. I find it so funny that she got drunk on chocolate, they made out, and she can't remember. I feel kind of bad for the president. This time I'll tell him my feelings for sure. You seem to be happy. Really? Yes, your bad mood from yesterday just up advantage. Seems like something good happened. I'm happy for you. Is that what I look like? Yep, you were working like your life depended on it. I was worried about you. Clarice, best friend for the win. Really? Thanks, Clarice. I was happy for her consideration and smiled at her. At least, I mean, true. Oh man, I hope Alan's route's gonna put me through the friggin' ringer. If we're only on route 2 out of 5. 6. 2 out of 6. Back then I was shocked at my broken heart toward the president. She was always by my side. Thanks to her I didn't get so depressed. I'm lucky to have such a great friend. Clarice and I enjoyed our relaxing breakfast. Thank you, PK! Yeah, go take a break. Get some sleep, get some food in you, and get some water, and get some unwinding done. They are completely off guard. Now is the time to put the plan up in motion. MQ! It's time to initiate Operation... What? What? As usual, I was heading to the office on the subway. On the way, I saw a member that I was managing and almost doubted my eyes. That client scheduled to have an interview today, but that way is opposite to this group. I was wondering why, so I decided to follow the client, and then I saw that another member was walking in that direction. That's one too. That's the member managed by my colleague in the next desk. Perhaps there was some bridal fair going on? I imagined that the fair would look like as I saw the Cupid Parasite members enter a building. Huh? I saw the building sign and couldn't help but cry out loud in surprise. All the places that was competing company that sold the 5-star. It's the building of Rome and Julie wedding. Yeah! I kind of want to, like, download this music to listen to it on my off time. No way, another one? I got back into the office and checked the database and saw that the members I earlier had quit Cupid Corp. The only answer I could guess from that was that they switched over to Rome and Julie wedding. But why? Everyone was doing so well. I remember when they stole the idea for Star Challenge Cooking with Fire. The president also said that the slanderous articles were likely to be written by Rome and Julie wedding too. Then could it be that they were all headhunted? I better tell the president quickly. I ran to the elevator, but there was someone already there. What's the rush? Oh, Owen, is the president here? He should be in the meeting. Is there something matter? A meeting? Is it urgent? I will be meeting with him after this, so I can tell him. Really? Yes, please. It seems that Rome and Julie wedding are taking our members. Rome and Julie wedding? Yes, haven't you heard of them? They are the competing marriage agency and are rumored to have interfered with us. There's no way he wouldn't have heard about this. Hey, half is better than none. Hopefully you're able to relax, PK. They've been poaching a lot of our members, so I was hoping to consult with the president about it. But he's busy, I'm sorry, but I panicked, thinking that I had to tell him immediately. I'll research in some more, but if possible, could you tell the president now? Owen? Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just starting to get a headache. Owen's totally in on it. With a frown, Owen puts his hand on his forehead. His work must be tough since Peter had quit. I think he made Peter quit. I'm sorry, I know you're busy too. No, I'm fine. I'll be sure to tell the president that. I don't trust him. Yes, please. I bowed and quickly returned to my desk. I planned to look into Rome and Julie wedding some more. Owen's sus. In my free time, I continued researching Rome and Julie wedding while doing my usual duties at work. But he's not coming. I looked at the clock numerous times, but the member I was scheduled to meet was still in here. I entered the interview room first and prepared the documents, but they didn't seem to be arriving anytime soon. I wonder if something happened. They probably jumped ship too. I exited the interview room and checked my computer to see if they had left a message. Huh? My eyes opened wide in surprise. The member I'd been waiting for decided to leave the company. No way, why? The members promised to meet today, and we messaged regularly until yesterday. And yet 30 minutes ago the member quit. This is the first time it has happened. There's obviously something wrong here. I wonder if the president is back yet. In any case, I need to consult with the president as soon as possible. I headed to the elevator one more time. I got there as the elevator head-up arrived. The elevator door opened and I got on. I realized the person I wanted to meet was right there. President, great timing. I was going to see you. I see. Did something happen? Oh, right. Was the issue from earlier alright? What issue? Huh? You didn't hear from Owen? No, he didn't tell me anything in particular. What happened? Sauce. He saw how nervous I was and straightened his face. I said that I would explain at his office and got on the elevator with him. Should have an elevator makeout scene. Like in the movies. I see, so the members are quitting one after another. After hearing my explanation, he wrinkled his brow and was deep in thought. Yes, and everyone appeared to be going to Rome and Julie wedding. I see, so that's a chance that the quiet information has been stolen. Ah, that's right, it's not a coincidence that everyone I talked to has quit and joined Rome and Julie wedding. Aiming at our members with such accuracy wouldn't be possible unless they stole the data. If they were doing recruiting in front of our building, we would notice. It appeared that someone has been accessing the internal server from my computer and using an external drive. Huh? From your computer? Yes, I thought that it was security, but it could have been done by an expert or someone who knew the password. I suspect it would be someone who used to be here. What if it was Peter? It wasn't Peter. Speaking of which, back when Peter was still here, the interface for Rome and Julie wedding was running rampant. And after Peter quit, they were quiet until today. I don't want to suspect him without proof, but could coincidence like this be possible? In any case, I will contact each department to run an investigation. The president picked up the phone and contacted the legal department through the internal line. This is Snow. I'm sorry, but there is evidence that customer data was stolen from my computer. Please contact an investigation. That should do it for now. Let's check the security cam footage to see who has entered this room. Yes. Oh, what about the police? Well, I'd like to see the camera first. If possible, I don't want to escalate it any further. Right. I nodded and we headed to the control center. I bet you that was tampered with. The elevator was on the first floor, but it was straight to the president's office, opening its door. It was at that moment it happened. Right when the door opened, smoke spread out. Beyond the smoke were some suspicious men wearing masks. What? Get back! The men rushed forward while the president stood between me and them. But he was too late. I felt my vision blur, my body felt weak. What is this? I couldn't remain standing and squatted on the floor. I saw the president get on one knee too. Is this sleeping gas? Who would do such a thing? My vision completely blurred. I thought I saw someone come up. I desperately tried to keep my eyes open. But that was futile. I soon lost consciousness. Oh, what? Bum, 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 bum. Ugh. My head is pounding. What happened again? I ate some chocolate and no, that's not it. My head was still in the haze as I opened my eyes. I looked around at an optimally setting and blinked a few times. What's this? My eyes darted around. Once I saw the president sleeping next to me, I finally woke up close. That's right, I was at the president's office at Cupid Corporation and some suspicious people rushed in. Where am I? I tried to get up, but when I realized there was someone there, I quickly took a defensive stance. That was too easy. I'm sure 007 would give us a huge compliment. Don't let your guard down just yet. We're tasked to be on standby until it's all done. MQ and 007 will finish the job. We'll then hand over these two to MQ and we'll finally get paid. MQ, 007. I tried to listen to what they were saying, but then I realized my wrists were tied up. No way. What is this? I tried to break out of it, but the men started having a toast and drinking while in high spirits. I'm so glad it went well, and now that the evidence shows that Rum and Julie wedding were screaming members with data is gone. Yep, Cupid Corporation is done for. We rule the world now. Once Cupid Corporation is run into the ground, we get a bonus payment, right? Man, I can't decide what to buy. What? In other words, they were goons of Rum and Julie weddings that are trying to ruin Cupid Corp. They brought us here because we realized that someone stole the data. Could it be from the internal line? No, the first party is to get out of here. The members would all be stolen from us by the time we return to Cupid Corp. I can't let that happen. President, are you awake? President! I try to whisper to him, but the president isn't waking up. He must have taken in more of the sleeping gas than me. Even though I'm in the human realm, and I have a body from other humans, I'm still Cupid. Gods don't get drunk from alcohol, and we might be resistant to sleeping gas. They do get drunk from chocolate, though. What should I do? I better do something about this. I tried to break free from the rope tied around my wrist. I then heard my necklace make a noise. It's my Cupid bow, that's it. This is my greatest weapon, the arrow of love that even my Jupiter fears. Gods and humans alike cannot resist the power of this arrow. Using the arrow will allow me to escape. I can do it even with my hands tied. I'm a god after all. The president is still sleeping, right? I don't want the president to find out that I'm Cupid. He said himself that he doesn't believe in the gods. I look at his face and confirm that he's fast asleep. I then touch the Cupid bow with my fingertips. She can see the bow in this room! Oh, much excitement! The Cupid bow made a noise and materialized for the first time in the human realm. The rope timer seemed to burn right off. This feels so right in my hands. At my instant, this Cupid started burning up. I took a stance and aimed my bow and arrow. Prepare yourself. Huh? Why are you standing up? I thought I tied you down. A bow and arrow in this day and age? Gee, you think you can defeat modern weaponry? They laughed at me, insulting me as they took out firearms, but I smiled. Guns are slower than Cupid's bow. You two will submit to me. Before the men could pull the trigger, I shoot the arrow. The arrow divided in two as it pierced the air, and then... What this is... My Cupid bow pierced through both their hearts. Normally, the Cupid bow would cause two people who are compatible to fall in love, but I said it so that they would fall for me. Come now. Oh, come on, you two. Take me to the mastermind. Got it, our beloved guy. Order us to do anything, my queen. Let's go. The ship starts to move by my order. We manage to return to dry land this way. Oh boy. I have a hunch that the mastermind is her dad. And MQ is Owen. Oh, I'm having so much fun. All SS, right? Shelby Finale. Oh yes, it's been shrimping. I hear the waves. Oh. I was oddly calm, but I also felt a strange sense of doubt. I opened my eyes to find myself aboard an unfamiliar ship. President, are you okay? Oh, are you awake? Kitty, where are we? We're on the ship of the people who kidnapped us. What? Upon hearing her words, I get up frantically. You were the ones that... Oh, it's okay now. Those two seem to have fallen in love with me at first sight. Huh? So, they're on our side now? They're taking us to the mastermind. That sounds way too convenient. But it's true, right, you two? Yes, we're totally head over heels for her. If you don't believe us, you can have all of our weapons. They both nod vigorously as they put down their guns. They're completely obedient. What is going on here? She's Cupid. I don't understand, but if I can take their weapons, that's good. I put away the guns they left and take a look at our surroundings. Where is this ship heading? Rise-8 Beach, apparently. The client from Rome and Julie wedding are waiting there. Rome and Julie wedding, so they are the culprit then. Yes. She nodded meekly as she told me the information she found out from those two. All of the interface was all conspired by Rome and Julie wedding. The photo of her, the slanderous articles, and the intrusion into my home were all done by them. Their aim was to push the corporation into bankruptcy. They used all these dirty tricks to interfere with our business. I see. So because of their betrayal, luck is now on our side. Let's see how this mastermind is. Let's catch them. Yeah. But if she used Cupid Boy, doesn't that mean, like, people know where she is? So, you were the mastermind? Upon arriving at the coast, the person waiting for us was someone I knew very well. It wasn't Peter, it was the president's most trusted person who was long before Peter was. Owen Harriet, who was the president's secretary and most trusted person. That's my line. Why are you two on their side? MQ, sorry. We've sworn allegiance to her. Sorry, but we can't take your orders anymore. Damn, why? I hired this idiot cameraman and played tricks so that I wouldn't have been found out. Huh? Cameraman? You mean you were trying to frame Peter into taking the fall for you? So you were conspiring so that all the suspicions would fall on Peter. You also mentioned on the day he quit, many odd things have happened since he came. You wanted more secretaries for that purpose? No, that's not it. It was true that I was busy, but that man was just grr. Owen put his hands on his head and started to convulse in pain. He grabbed his hair from both sides while he glared at the president with bloodshot eyes. It's your fault, President. Why didn't you use me as your representative? Because of that, I was on TV and my relatives laughed at me. You forced me to be your representative in matchmaking, but I wanted to look for someone to marry too. Really? Yes, you jerk dummy, your mama's... What is this? He doesn't have much of a vocabulary. You were always about work, never considered me, and drove me like a slave. Because of you, they included me and started calling me Parasite 6. I'm not a parasite. I'm not like you, President. I'm a normal and proper, but society always gives you all the attention. That's why I hated. With tears in his eyes, Owen started smacking his own head in a scary way. It's like there was something in his head breaking out. What's got into him? I am different, strong, even alone, I can crush Cupid. Owen? Shut up, don't call my name! He shouted all and pulled something from his inner pocket and pointed it at the sky. I heard a loud bang and realized it was a gun in Owen's hand. He pointed at the sky and fired. Right after that, he aimed the gun at us. It's all your fault. You did this. I was... This. Owen, calm down. Don't move! Owen shouted while spitting. He's usually so calm and polite, but now he's making a fierce face I never thought he would make. Oh no, I bet you our dad did something to him. His eyes are bloodshot and his hands are shaking. His words are filled with confusion and there's obviously something wrong. I better stop him. I have to use a Cupid bow again. I reached for my chest, but then I froze for some reason. This is my divine power. Using the Cupid bow will reveal to the president of Cupid. He will find out I'm not human. I don't want to have someone I like to know I'm not human. So the president doesn't believe in God. He would say that Cupid doesn't exist. No, Katie, there's no time for that. You have to use it. There's danger right in front of your eyes. Be gone, vanish. I can't take it anymore. Because you continue to exist, I will always be a loser. I don't want to be a loser anymore. I'm a winner. A winner. Damn it, I'm a winner, and I want you to disappear. Owen pulled the trigger. Oh no, I can't make it in time. And in the next moment, the gunshot echoed with the sunset in the backdrop. But I didn't feel any pain. It wasn't me that Owen shot. Shelby? It was President Shelby that fired a gun. There was smoke coming out of the barrel of the gun must have been taken from the gun. He didn't shoot. Oh, did he shoot? Oh, I gasped to see where he pointed his gun. I followed his gaze in direction to see Owen still standing there. But he doesn't appear hurt, but the gun was nothing. Oh, he shot. Okay, I will say that it's really dangerous to shoot a gun out of someone's hand, because, like, the bullet can, like, you know, shatter and still damage their hand. But that's a really nice picture. Impossible. How could you shoot my gun out of my hand? Huh? I look carefully and see another gun far away from where Owen is. It's now wet from the waves. This means that the president actually shot the gun out of Owen's hand. I saw the CG when working on the thumbnail. It's cool to see when it actually happens. Isn't it fun? Without hurting Owen. I am all SS. He's like, I am the best. The very best. Sorry, this image is just funny. Like, you have his shoulder and her hair coming out. Anyways. The president continued to aim at Owen while reloading with a cold stare. Owen, surrender now. I will shoot you in the leg next. Please don't. Owen goes pale and takes a step back. The president continues to aim at him. It's not what it looks like, President. The picture is really nice, especially with the sun. It really is pretty. And you got the Santa Fe Bridge in the background. The Lost York Bridge. But it looks a lot like the Santa Fe Bridge. His face becomes even paler and his eyes redder. His breathing is stressed and Owen's body starts to shake violently. In a jealous rage, this black haze came over my mind. It made my body feel lighter, and then it told me that everything would get better. I was told that I would be saved, that I wouldn't be pitiful any longer. Owen started screaming. He held his head between his hands as he clasped. Oh no. Owen? Hey, he stole me at the mouth. Let's call an ambulance. Oh no. Right then, a patrol call came through. Lots of police officers rushed out of the freeze! Over here, I'm Snail, and I was the one who reported them. They're the kidnappers. When did you call the cops? I called earlier while on the ship. I didn't see him do that. As usual, he's always prepared. He was getting kidnapped, but he took their guns to make usable, and he also called the police. He is all SS. It's something only the president could do. But it's true that he saved me. In any case, Owen needs to be taken to the hospital. We saw that Rum and Julie wedding people get taken away by the police, and we headed to the police station for questioning. I feel bad for Owen, man. After receiving the questioning, the legal department of Cupid Corporation arrived, so we left the rest to them. We decided to return the office for now. Upon exiting the police station, it was already pitch black outside. The starry sky and the lights from the buildings are glittering. The office isn't that far from the police station that we needed to take the subway or taxi. We decided to walk back. What a day. Yeah. The president stops walking suddenly. I wonder what was the matter and turned around. He looked straight at me. Katie? He called my name in a chest-up voice as he takes my hand. He embraces me gently as if holding a delicate baby. I'm so glad you're safe. Oh. His arms wrap around me as he clings to me desperately. I can hear the beating of his heart through my skin. So weird. Sometimes in a zombie games the wording is just super weird. When Owen pointed his gun at you, I almost panicked. I couldn't bear to think about what would have happened if you were shot. His raspy voice with the serious tone whispered in my ear. The fragrance of the president fills up my heart. I see, I almost got shot. I was desperate at the time and didn't really process what had happened. Looking back, what could have happened scares me. If I was shot, or if the president was shot, we wouldn't be here right now. I mean, that's not inherently true. It's possible that you would have, lived, just depending on where you got shot. You probably definitely would be in the hospital, though. So technically, you wouldn't be right here, yeah. I was told that God descending upon the human realm will make a body like that of a human. If I did get shot, I probably would have died. But I'm alive. That feeling remains to shake my world to you. That felt real to me for the first time since I came to the human realm. It was the first time I experienced danger, and also the feeling that I was alive. This sense of not wanting to die is there only because there was someone I've fallen for. Shelby? Katie, there's something I need to tell you. I'm in love with you! The president let go of me so that we could see each other's faces. His icy blue eyes are so clear. His looks are cool, but his gaze is warm. He only has eyes for me right now. Oh. What a bad time to get a phone call. You can answer your phone. Right. The president was so disappointed as he reached for his phone to answer. It's me. Oh, right. Thank you. Yes, I'll be right back. So sorry, but I have to return to the office immediately. It seems that the investigation was completed. Huh? What investigation? There's going to be a police investigation at Rome and Julie wedding. Uh-oh. We both returned to the office of Cupid Corporation. Everyone must have heard about the incident because there was quite an uproar. The police and many other people were coming in and out of the office. I'll be in my office. I'll have someone escort you back home, so return to your desk for now. I can take care of myself. I can go home on my own. After what happened, I can't do that. Just stay at your desk. Understood? I mean, that's a reasonable request. Right? Every time I feel like he wants to confess to her when they're sober, something happens. He points, or like he gets tongue-tied. He points right at me as he enters the office. I was left behind by myself there. She could totally sneak off. I have to get on the same elevator, you know. I got left behind, so I'll just get on the next one. After getting kidnapped, a lot of my work for the day was left undone. I tried to remember my schedule for the day, wondering if I had any interviews. I then got on the elevator that helped me arrive. And no one's here. The robot vacuum cleaner that runs after business hours ended is going around the floor. I look at the whiteboard. It seems there was an urgent order to send everyone home. It's probably because of the ongoing investigation. Seems like it's really serious. Uh-oh. I mean, that makes sense, though, considering that they had, you and the president kidnapped. The president told me to wait here, but I wondered if that was the right as I looked at the time. I didn't realize that there was someone by the cabinet. But still, this isn't good. I didn't know MQ and the others are. Now I have to take care of things. There's someone in the shadows. I thought it was some intruder, but I recognized the silhouette. He says I think his new dummy fashion is unusual for the human realm, no matter how I looked at it. It's Dad. God! Cupid, thank goodness you're here. Don't give me that. What are you doing here? It's rare for the gods to come to the human realm. Auntie is the exception because she likes you here. Dad has stated his dislike for humans many times. I suspected that he found my location because I used my bow and arrow, but from how nervous he was, I knew that wasn't the case. Who cares why I'm here? Just quit this stinking ship of a company and return to Celestia with me, Cupid. What do you mean it's a stinking ship? It's doing totally fine. That's not true. All the customers' data is leaked, and you're losing the members. It's only a matter of time until it's... Dad's not being so subtle about knowing information he shouldn't have. Dad, why do you know that? That shouldn't be public information. It was just discovered recently because of the investigation. Did you do this, Dad? You were the one leaking the customer's information. I close in on Dad, and he turns away with a puzzled... I'm waiting for her mom to show up. I couldn't help it. You ran away from home and refused to come back. I couldn't allow humans to play God. You are losing sight of responsibilities. As the god of this company, it's better gone. No. What kind of logic is that? Don't destroy our company because of that. Ours. It's not yours. It belongs to humans. You lack the awareness of the god as usual. This is why you are immature. In any case, this company is over. I brainwashed the secretary. There was an issue that caused him to collapse, but he'll follow orders once back here. Then I'll finish it once and for all. Huh? brainwash his secretary? Oh no. Owen was obviously acting strange. I thought he just went insane for the stress. Could it be that? Dad, bad move. You remember, right? Yep. That came back into play. Dad, you brainwashed Owen? Owen? Oh, you mean MQ? Yes, I made him my assistant. I created Rum and Julie wedding to destroy Cupid Corp, but it's not going well. Yikes forever. I used the media to slander you guys, but none of that worked. No one looked at those articles. And running a company is quite hard. That's why I recruited that man called Owen. He's always had those feelings in his heart, so I just took advantage of it. It's not my fault. Yes, it's all your fault. I slammed my hand on the other desk. Now I'm angry. All the negative coverage on TV and the stealing of the project plan and all the slander was all you. That's right, that was the best way. No, it's not. That's the worst thing you could have done. You don't care about the human lives here. Gods can't just have their way with humans. What are you talking about? Humans are creatures created by the gods. The gods decide what we do with them. No, the humans think on their own and live their own lives. The gods do not have the right to take that away from them. Dad, you're here in the human realm, and you don't understand how great humans are? How would I? They are creatures that drag down others with envy. The gods must be the ones to guide them. That's not true. The humans worry and make mistakes, but they are still able to move forward. We've had misunderstandings of all kinds, but President and I can still face each other. I will be on the side of humans. I'm not returning to Celestia. Cupid, I see. If you insist on that, I must utilize force. You will pay for angering Mars, the god of war. Dad charges up his strength. Oh no, he's really mad now. But I won't lose. She's gonna take out her Cupid board. She knows. From Little Misfortune? Yeah. I used my divine powers earlier for the first time in a while. Due to that, my instincts have been heightened. I have the most powerful divine artifact. I'll blind Dad with something. Yeah! Dad will have a taste of how scary it is to have the gods manipulate you. I then saw a robot vacuum cleaner move in the corner of my eye. Yeah, I'll just bind those two together. He's binding. I've never done the matchmaking of an inanimate object, but there's a first time for everything. Dad, this is what you get for being so stubborn. What? Dad looked at my Cupid bow and seemed nervous. I didn't give him a chance to flee. I shot my arrow before he could move. The arrow split in two, piercing through the air and then... Alright. I struck Dad's heart. My Cupid bow hit the target, straight into Dad's heart. In the next moment, the robot vacuum cleaner hit the wall and turned this way. Seeing the rear side of it, Dad's eyes turned into hearts. My Cupid plan worked. Oh, that's so adorable. And continuing to clean even after hitting the wall. This is true kindness. Wait, I want to protect you. Hit me. Oh my goodness. Dad chased after the robot vacuum cleaner while saying that. He's totally like a man chasing a woman, although it's a robot vacuum cleaner he's after right now. This is what happens when you make Cupid mad. In the mythologies, there is a certain story where the gods feared the Cupid bow and ran away. This should release Owen from the brainwashing. That would release him from that suffering. I'm sorry, Mom. Cupid bow is effective for 30 days. Please forgive Dad for cheating with the robot vacuum cleaner in the time. I'm sure Mom would understand. She loves fun stuff anyways. But I better ask Auntie to make sure there are any lesson side effects. I took out my phone while thinking that. Oh, that was hilarious. 10/10 content right there. Singles studio apartment. A few days later. Oh, they get to move into an apartment together?
It's time for the morning news. Today, we will broadcast live in front of Cupid Corporation. A few days ago, Owen Elliott was arrested for leaking Cupid Corporation's customer data to Rom, and Mr. Mars Alez, the representative director of Romajuli Wedding, has gone missing, but a search is underway. Also, Owen Elliott's mental state has been remarkably weakened, and it's possible that he was being threatened by Mr. Mars. Furthermore, Mr. Mars Alez is under suspicion of counterfeiting family registers and is being investigated for unfair competition, identity fraud, and blackmail.
Dang, that's deep. The news are all talking about Cupid Corp and Rum and Julie wedding. I watched the news on TV as I cleared the plate I used for breakfast. Chee! Oh, Chi, haven't seen you in a while. I picked up Chi and put him on my shoulder for the usual electric shock massage. Chi! Chi fidgets around while I get massaged as I continue watching the news. Poor Chi. That fake name of Mars Ares is so obvious. He's prideful as a god, so it's kind of typical he would use that name. I wonder if Owen is alright. He did point a gun at me, but I'm the only one that knows he was brainwashed for Dad, so I'm still worried. Especially more so after hearing about what he said the other day. You should go see him, if you're allowed to. I don't know if she'll be allowed to go see him or not. I'm sorry, President, for doing what I did. A few days after the incident, Owen was discharged from the hospital and came to the President's office to apologize to us both. He's currently out on bail, and there is also a police officer outside of the room. He made himself look small as he apologized as sincerely as he could. The President looked at him with mixed emotions. Owen, can I ask you why you did that? I've held a grudge towards you for a long time. You always said that men with low income would never get any attention. When did I say that to you? No, you were talking to yourself. You always said low income and status will never get you any attention because you lack effort. He probably was saying that to himself. I was then trying to search for a partner, so I was shocked. I just failed at a matching party just the other day. Failed? How? There was a woman who said she liked manly men, so I was doing a military crawl. And then someone at the hall laughed at me. The woman was creeped out by me, and she also said my outfit coordination was terrible. And then everyone in Cupid Club got word of it. The President then mentioned that he heard from a stupid member who did that. I did remember that, I'm sorry, but I didn't think it was you, Owen. Well, it was me. That was the last straw that got me to hold the grudge. I didn't care about the company anymore. So then I went to the magazine companies with a lead about how you were actually single. Huh? The magazine wouldn't hear me out, but then the President of Rum and Julie wedding came to me, and he offered to destroy Cupid Corp together. Looking back, it was weird of me to go with that plan. I didn't know what came over me. I just thought that was the best decision. Oh, Dad must have taken advantage of his weakness. Owen had held a grudge against the President strong enough to spread bad rumors to magazine companies. His spirit had been weakened, allowing Dad to brainwash him easily. I understand that was the reason why this incident occurred. It feels like a bad dream, but I was the one who decided to side with them. This is why I will be sure to pay my dues. President Shelby, I'm sorry for trying to destroy the company you built. Oh, Owen. Still think he should be a romance route. That was the day Owen quit Cupid Corp. He said he needed to pay his debt to society. To be honest, I don't agree with all this because it's all Dad's fault. Yeah, your dad did mess some things up. I said you deny? Yeah. And Owen has memory of it and is aware of it all. The majority of it is still due to his free will. The brainwashing power B isn't as powerful as Cupid's bow. That's why you shouldn't have to worry about it. That was what Auntie said. The majority is still Owen's fault, and Dad just pushed him over the edge. It's something similar to the Cupid bow, I think. The Cupid bow can make someone fall in love with their days. What happens after is up to that person. But God can only provide the opportunity. It is human who chooses what lies ahead. But I hope Dad doesn't get any weird new habits because of that trigger. There was a reason why I thought that. Every day now I see Dad at the office. He's hitting on the robot vacuum cleaner. Oh, my beautiful maiden, please accept my love. Mars Ares, a wanted fugitive of my dad, is currently in love with a robot vacuum cleaner and hitting on it every day. I wanted to catch Dad and turn him into the police, but he is in the form of a god, so I can't turn him in right now. And that serves him right, because he doesn't look human. The robot vacuum won't even detect him. Please, sit on this bed of flowers. Allow me to touch your adorable cheeks and kiss your beautiful ears. The robot vacuum cleaner sucks in the flowers that Dad gave it. Oh, so you will accept it. You are, when you accept my flowers without saying anything, it's a vacuum. I think the vacuum is just sucking it up. That's what I thought, but it would be dumb to point that out. My love, I will obtain the pearl from the bottom of the sea and present it to you. I will have my divine beast care for you. Oh, but if you won't finish me copiously, wow. To be honest, I never wanted to see my parents like this. I decided to ignore Dad and just face my computer. Well, doesn't he just take the key back to Celestia with him? And it looks like the members of managed are back. We were doing the returnee promotion where people who quit can waive their initiation fee if they return within a month. Seeing the news on how dangerous Roman Julie running was on the news, the members quit mostly returned. We actually got even more new members. Thanks to that, we advisors are constantly busy dealing with them. But I don't think it's tough because I can help matchmake people with my own hand in hand. Alright, let's do this. I rile myself up and got to work. Dad is still hitting on the vacuum cleaner and behind me as usual. Although I think it would get annoying after 30 days. Can you just imagine your dad hitting on a vacuum in your workplace for 30 days straight? Oh, it's so awkward. A few days later, I was waiting at the entrance of Cupid Parasite by myself. Today's the day the president asked me out on a date. I'm kind of nervous. I was busy with dealing with what happened from the incident, so I couldn't have a proper talk with the president. I don't have much to talk about, so I haven't even been exchanging messages. To be honest, we haven't talked in a while. I wonder if I could talk alright. I was waiting while feeling nervous. I then saw someone familiar walk out of the entrance. Ooh. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. It's okay. No, it's alright. It's the president. I haven't seen him in a while, so I couldn't help but smile. I do look like him, after all. Meeting him like this makes me happy. I thought to myself about how I wanted to tell him my feelings to him today. His tall and slender form is so handsome. Let's go. It'll be a bit of a walk. But do you mind? Not at all. We walked through the town together. It's a date. It's not a practice date, but a real date. It's a date. Not a fake date, but a date. The president looked a bit nervous as he walked ahead of me. It seems like there was a specific place he wanted to take me. We walked past 7th and 8th Ave. The president then stopped at a certain place. We're here. Huh? But this is... an apartment? It's my home that I usually live in. Your home? He took me to an apartment. I was surprised at the unexpected place. I was about to ask him how Parasite House on First Ave was his home, but then I remembered it was his vacation home. Right, meaning he spends most of his time here when he's working. Prior to living in the share house with me, this is where he lived. It's a space of privacy for him. A place. I look around, everything is organized, and it didn't look like someone lived here. I see business books and reference materials laying around. It was also lightly furnished. Oh, haha, it's so like you to set up like this. It's clean and there's not much furniture. I'm sure it would feel calming to him here. I saw him take off his jacket, and he did appear to be relaxed. When you have less things, you need less time to clean. It's more effective that way. This is true. Efficient. Meaning, if he spends less time on cleaning, he can secure more time working. As expected of the perceived parasite, his home still prioritizes work over hobbies or relaxing. Rest of I appreciate you. Parasite House was needed as a place of socializing, so it was decorated as such. But why did he bring me here today? Since he brought me home, should I expect it to go all the way? Since he brought me home, should I expect it to go all the way? Right when I thought that the president embraced me from behind. President? Just call me Shelby, Katie. His arms are the base of my neck, and that made my heart pound. His breath brushed against my ear and I froze up. What should I do? Is he going to Shelby? I nervously turned around and something soft then touched my lips, feeling it. Aww! He's kissing her again, and this time Shelby, not her. The lips that touched me were burning hot, and it made my mind go blank. Our lips started touching. We're kissing. Yes, this is kissing. The kissing noises were awkward, loud, and that caused me to blush and my body temperature to go up. Why is he kissing me? I don't understand, but that made my heart fill up with happiness. Because he likes you. He wouldn't be kissing you if he didn't like you. Katie, do you remember what happened on that day? That day? When you were drunk and you told me that you had feelings for me? Clearly, no. I was drunk and I told him I liked him. Who did, me? No way, I confessed my feelings to you, Shelby? So you don't remember. I don't remember at all. I was going to tell you properly. You said it in such an adorable way. You almost made me lose control. The president snickers and takes my lips again. His arms hold me stronger, and I couldn't move at all. I can hear heartbeats from time to time. Is this mine or Shelby's? Probably yours. This is so cute! In other words, those words you said then weren't a lie, or said in the moment. Then you having feelings for me are... yes. Then may I continue where we left off? His tone was serious. I quietly nodded. The president then stared straight at me at close range before speaking. Katie, I just have feelings for you. I want to build a life together with you. I gasped a little, and he kissed me again. The president gently whispered to me, "You're the first one I desired to spend my life with. I've never enjoyed being in the company of someone this much. After living with you, I was surprised at the life we had. I never knew how much fun it was to relax after a meal." Really? Yes, I never had anything besides my work that I could look forward to. I thought all about my time outside of work was a waste. Everything was illogical, so I would rather spend my time building up my status. I thought that I had to build up my prestige at all costs. I thought that everyone would forsake me if I had no status. But as I lived with you, I realized that's not everything. You are the only one I could believe in. You're also the first one I invited. I never wanted to allow strangers into my home. I was afraid they would be disgusted by me. Why? I assumed that they would only recognize me if I had a lavish home. He continued showing signs of his prestige parasite. He assumed that he can't be great without receiving money. That's why I brought the vacation home. It was to entertain guests. But a big home is illogical. I don't use it. Every time I look at that vacation home, I thought it represented me. It was nothing but a lie. That's why I wanted to tell you the truth. That it's not everything. That is why I wanted to invite you to my main home. So that's why he brought me here. It was because he trusted me. He said he was afraid people would feel disgusted at him, yet he invited me. That means he trusts me to not change how I see him. This is his real private space. It's his home that represents his being, and he wanted to bring me here. That made me happy. Above all else, I felt like our hearts are closer. What makes me so happy? Thank you for bringing me here. I should be thanking you for agreeing to come, Katie. I mean, you didn't really tell me where you were bringing me. You kind of just brought me over to your house. He makes a serious gaze. I'm in love with you. I can't trust anyone besides you, so please. He whispered that as the president takes my hand. I feel something cold touch my left ring finger. Huh? I see a gold ring that is glittering in the light on my ring finger. Will you accept this? A ring on the ring finger is used during a marriage proposal. This is the so-called engagement ring. When did you... I was going to give it to you during that date, but I couldn't bring myself to. I know it's late, but here it is. So that's why. I didn't realize that at all. But after hearing it for the first time, I do remember how the president kept going through his chest pocket that day. So that's it. He already had feelings for me then, and he prepared a ring that fit me perfectly. Could it be that back when we lived together, he secretly measured my fingers while I slept? That would be a little weird. I doubt it. I felt happy that he has such a strong feeling for me. Katie, I want you to be my wife, not as a stand-in, but as my real wife. Do you mind? Shelby sounded a bit unsure. He must be afraid that I would reject him. In this world, there are lots of people who would express their love for another, but still refuse to marry. Even if Cupid causes them to fall in love, there are many couples who don't arrive at marriage blessed by Lady Juno. But my heart has already made up its mind. I also want to be your wife. I was surprised at how little time I needed to think about it. Those words came out instantly. This is so hopeful. It doesn't matter that I was a god from Celestia. This was something I've thought of for a very long time. Shelby, I love you. I whisper that quietly, and the aura becomes about him suddenly changes. Our gazes locked, and our lips touched again. It wasn't the gentle kiss from earlier. This was a mature and passionate kiss that is rough to the core. Kitty. His hand grabbed my wrist. His other hand up around me gradually lowers. While we kiss passionately, ruffle each other's hair. Our clothes slide right off as the cold air touches our skin. That only makes our fingers hotter. We embrace, pull, and fall together onto the bed. Our eyes continue to lock, and we know what we want without saying a word because we have love. There's no need for words. I'm not pretending to be his wife anymore. I call it his name with genuine emotion. That silhouette shows... that silhouette show back then couldn't compare to the shadows we cast on the wall right now. The squirming shadows make it unclear of what is happening, but we know exactly what it is. We're not showing it to anyone. This is what we do when we're in love. It's my first time. It's the first time I've become human since I pretended to be one. Even if I can't shoot my Cupid bow anymore, I have still fallen in love. I will be fine because I know that humans will still fall in love. My love, Shelby Finale, the Cupid Parasite. He had no interest in anything besides work, but now he found something else to be passionate about. He looks at me as if to tell me he only has eyes for me. He reaches out to touch me, only me. Being in his arms filled me with joy. I closed my eyes, revealing in that feeling. And there goes the Cupid bow falling off because she's no longer Cupid. After enjoying this moment of passion, I want to see your wedding dress with Shelby. I got to see it with Ryuki. What does your Shelby wedding dress look like? We ordered delivery and ate noodles together. We were so passionate that we lost track of time, and now we're hungry. There was nothing in the fridge, so I couldn't make anything, but we didn't want to go out to eat either. I suggested that we order delivery. I didn't think that we could order delivery so easily with an app. I didn't know this because I never eat when I'm by myself. Isn't it nice? When I'm tired and I don't have the energy to make dinner, first and I order it like this. I see, this box is quite efficient. It won't leak the sauce and it's well made. God bless you, Bravo! Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. And good sleep. The president stares in I probably needed that. It scared me though. Gently at the delivery box. As usual, he's so earnest with these things that made me laugh. Oh please, are you going to start a delivery business? No, that's not my intent. Night Dragon, thanks for hanging out! No, it's not. That's not my intent, but I couldn't help but be interested. The app interface is well done too. He said that while looking at the downloaded app with interest. He did start a company with a matchmaking app he developed. No wonder why he would be interested in the delivery app. I always thought that he was a perceived perfect because he was afraid to lose his status by continuing to work. But he probably loves to work deep down. It's just, in that sense, we're the same. Speaking of which, Shelby, why did you become the Cupid Parasite? I asked him the question I was wondering about. The president got a wrinkle between his brows and a bit of an embarrassed way. Well, it's nothing serious. He started telling me the reason hesitantly. It was back when he was in middle school. That was the reason he turned into the Cupid Parasite. But after talking to his former classmates at the reunion, he found out the truth. It was all in my head. I assumed things wrongly, but I feel much better about it. I see. I'm happy for you, Shelby. Yeah, we look at each other and smile. I really am happy for him that he is no longer fixated at the status like he used to be. I guess him being a workaholic doesn't really change. He's still intently studying the app. I get the feeling that this is just who he is. I'm always intent on doing my matchmaking as people too. We are all parasites of our work, our status, and to matchmaking in some ways. But that's life. We naturally focus on certain things as we live our lives. Not becoming too obsessed with these things can help us enjoy more things in life. Speaking of which, I defeated Dad, so how will that bet be settled? Although it was with a different method than I originally thought. Once I am promoted, I can show up Dad. This was the challenge I took on when I started. But no matter what happened to that wager with Dad, I wish to continue living in the human realm. I found my true love after all. Speaking of which, I used my Cupid bow, so anti-signal jamming must have worn off. I regretted how I didn't get it reapplied after hearing about Owen the other day. I reached for my necklace, but then noticed that the Cupid bow was gone. Huh? The Cupid bow was gone without my knowledge. I looked around the bed, but it's nowhere to be found. Where did it go? What's wrong? I think I lost my necklace. Your necklace? I didn't even notice you wearing one. Huh? I wasn't? I don't remember. At the very least, you weren't wearing it when I took your clothes off. When he took my clothes off, that meant that when laid on the bed, it was already gone. Does that mean I didn't lose it here? But my Cupid bow could never separate from me. Speaking of which, there is a saying where a god will turn into a mortal if they fall in love with a human. Could it have gotten removed when we kissed? I was busy with those thoughts, but the president then picked me up off my feet. What are you thinking about? Her necklace. My face turns hotter as our bare skin touch with the embrace. We're eating right now. Right. He snickers and kisses me. He laughs so happily, making me even more nervous. Normally he's always frowning, so the smile is not fair. You're the cutest when you're embarrassed. He says his embarrassing things so easily. The president then places the box on the table since we finished eating. It's not fair he would call me cute like this. The perceived parasite, Shelby, who had failed time and time again with matchmaking, but now he seems to be so full of confidence. It's probably because we've affirmed our love for each other. It's so not fair. But I do love him, so I can't resist him. I put down my half-eaten noodles and wrap my arms behind Shelby's neck. This is my first experience with love, and it feels so hot that it's melting my senses. Guys, I don't know what it is in this game, but them licking their lips like that just looks wrong. Like, their tongues look super pointy, and it's just off. It's unnerving. It's not like a pleasant of like, oh yeah, like, let me lick my lips while I'm thinking about you. It's like, no, put your tongue away. I don't want to see that. Our fingers intertwined and we kiss for what seems to be the millionth time. Just being honest. It makes a little bit more sense than Alan, because he's already kind of creepy, but like, these guys, it's a little weird. On the company's anniversary, I was at home with Shelby while looking seriously at a piece of paper. I made a mistake, sorry. I'm glad we brought lots of it, just in case. I take out another sheet from my bag. The paper says marriage filing on it. Shelby and I will be getting married. We've dated and lived together for a while and have decided to file for our marriage. It's easy to remember, so we decided to become legally married on the date the company was founded. By the way, my citizenship registration was created by Lady Minerva, goddess of wisdom and war. There weren't any issues thus far, so it should be fine. But my last name will change, so maybe everyone at the company will be surprised. The I'm getting sleepy. The advisory department wouldn't expect it at all. I can imagine them all getting a big surprise, but I'm no longer a bridal advisor either. With Owen and Peter gone, I've taken the position of the president's secretary because of the increased workload. In a way, this is a promotion, but in a closer position to the president, so I can better help with matchmaking of humans. It will be much easier to suggest new plans this way. No matter where I am, what I do won't change. I will be at Cupid Corporation, which was founded by my love, to help bring humans together in love. Work and love are both important. That's why I will try and obtain both. Here, Shelby, next is 4 and then 3. Right, 4-3. The president is really nervous. He's really taking long to enter information into the sheet. It's like a child learning to write. Ah, he made a mistake on the number again. Shelby looks at me while breaking out in a cold sweat. I can't help but burst out laughing. I didn't know you could get nervous like this, Shelby. Of course I would. This is the first time I've done this. Even though you're such a devoted husband. I said that teasingly, and the president gets a deep wrinkle between his breath. Oh, you. I'm just joking. Then let me do a little charm for you so that you can write better. A charm? I'm sorry, but I don't. I kissed him before he could finish. I won't let him say that he doesn't believe. Whether it be with charms or subterfuges or gods, there could be things that he doesn't believe in that actually exist. He used to say that love would be logical, but he believes in it now, so I hope he can believe in charms too. By doing that, that would expand our horizons. Aww. What? Now it's perfect. With that charm, you can now finish writing it. I put my index finger over my lips and winked. Shelby blushed and opened and closed his mouth like a fish. What are you saying? Come on, let's start all over, Shelby. I take out a new sheet and had him start by writing his name. Maybe the charm worked because Shelby was able to go through the whole thing without making a mistake. Aww, he did it. And then, finally, done! After Shelby, I put in my information to complete the marriage finally. Now we just need to submit this to the city hall. We finally did it. Yes, we did. We both were making a meek expression. Once this is submitted, we will be a real married couple. Oh, now I'm feeling nervous all of a sudden. This is the greatest decision in one's life. It's something that doesn't happen all too often. Katie? The president was looking at me while making a sort of expression. It's obvious he's also nervous. Are you really sure? It's your last chance to back out of this. He says that while looking a little pale. I didn't think he would say something like that, so I felt a little irritated. Please don't underestimate me. Did you really think I would refuse? Well, no, but I don't want you to regret your decision. That's true, but Shelby, I didn't accept your proposal without thinking things through. I moved my face close to his so I could look deep into his eyes. I'm getting married by forever giving up on Celestia. This is a decision that I've made with a strong conviction. I can't explain that to Shelby because he doesn't believe in gods, but still, I'm excited to see how Rule's gonna react, and I hope that she tells Rule that she's Cupid, because I want to see his reaction to that. I want to marry you because I love you. Those feelings haven't changed. He placed his hands on my shoulders and we kissed again. It was a kiss to confirm our feelings. He closed his eyes and took deep breaths. Shelby then opened his eyes as if to make up his mind. That's right. Let's go then to submit this document to the city hall. Shelby takes the marriage filing in hand. His expression told me that he has no hesitation. Yes, Shelby was always afraid and clung onto his status. That was something he would always run to. But he'll be fine now. We hold hands and head out the door to become a real married couple. Can I skip the credits? I can skip the credits! Blessed be. Anywhere as long as it's with you. And a month later. What do you think? Wow, that's great. You're so cute. I love it. Cutie, you're so cute. That dress is wonderful. Chee! I cautiously peeked out from the dressing room and see Clarice, Chi, and for some reason, Auntie. Auntie, you were here? Of course, my precious niece is getting married. Yes, today is the marriage ceremony with Shelby. He said that he only wanted to file for the marriage legally, but Shelby later said that he wanted to hold a small ceremony for friends and family. Shelby in the past would have said that it's illogical, but he sure has changed since he was the one who wanted this. As for me, I feel happy about it. He cares about me enough to want to do the marriage right. Are you sure this was the right dress? Then again, you did see the photo when I tried it on. Perfect, you look like a real angel. It's perfect, don't worry. Thank goodness. Anyway, you two seem to be in sync. Do you actually know each other? No way, we just met earlier. We hit it off because we're really in line with each other. Yep. Clarice and Auntie looked at each other and smiled. I would have never expected that these two would be close. Clarice takes a look at her phone and gasps. The attendees have to gather now. I'll get going. Oh, she's finally gone. There's something I needed to say. Only when we're alone. Let me whisper it in your ear. Did you know that when you fall in love and the love is completed, you will be released from your role of Cupid? Released? What do you mean? Your Cupid bow got removed, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, on that day, my Cupid bow went missing. I quickly messaged Aunt Minerva about it. Auntie then told me that she would research it first and get back to me. Don't worry, the bow and arrow that was removed after falling in love has gone back to Celestia. You have nothing to worry about. Really? That's great. I thought Lord Jupiter would be fuming at me. But if you live in the human realm, your sense of time will now be the same as humans. You are prepared for that, right? Oh, of course. I love him so much after all. Naturally, I have no regrets over Celestia. I see. Then there's nothing more for me to say. I'll pray for your happiness, Cupid. But now that you're human, you can't see us unless we take human forms either. Chi. Chi nods next to her in agreement. It seems that from now on I won't be able to see Chi either. Oh no, not Chi! I suddenly felt a prick in my heart. But we'll be watching over you. You're still family. Auntie. I call her that without thinking, and Auntie smiles suddenly froze up. Call me Lady Minerva, you hear? Oh, that's right. She gets mad when I call her Auntie. I quickly apologize, but then someone else comes in. Oh, Mars, you got a lot of nerve showing up here. Oh, for real, right? That'd be so cute. Minerva, what are you doing here? We're family, so Cupid invited me. What about you? I invited him too. Dad was sorry, and he did come to apologize many times. Because he fell in love with that robot vacuum cleaner, Mom, Venus, refused to talk to him. Other gods also ridiculed him. And at the same time, he understood how scary it was to be controlled by others. Dad came to me apologizing profusely. No, I'm sorry for that. God should not be so arrogant. I've endured that nightmare for 30 days. I've learned my lesson now. Besides, just because I fell in love with a human creation like that, I couldn't bring myself to hate humans since then. Huh? Did you get some new preferences while you were at it? Both, maybe he did. But that's why I took responsibility for the promotion cost this time around. Especially with Owen. I've taken advantage of him for far longer than those 30 days. I'm really sorry for him. Oh my, that arrogant and stubborn god of war has gotten so meek. Great job, Cupid. Ha, I know, I win this round. In the beginning, I thought that getting promoted would show him up, but now my goal is to persuade him against his arrogant elitism over mankind. With Dad reflecting on his mistakes, I achieved my goal. Now that Dad has reconsidered his wrong opinion, I wanted to walk down the aisle with him. That's why I invited him to the wedding. Since we're doing a wedding ceremony, I wanted to do it the same way as humans. That was my secret wish. I'm still mad at Dad, and I still won't forgive him for what he did, but it's still true that he raised me. I would recommend forgiving him, eventually. Yes, I will use my divine power to restore order. I, the god of war, Mars of the constant, still put things right and return Celestia.
なるほどね。
Alright,
じゃあその監視
then
の
I'll
役目
oversee
は
him. You can
私に
leave that to me. Thank you, Lady Minerva. You're so dependable. I hugged Auntie. At that moment, the staff of the wedding hall came in.
スネイルさん、
Miss Snell and Sir, the preparations are
会場
complete.
までのご
May I
用
ask for you
よ
to
ろし
go
い
to
で
the
すか？
hall? Yes, it felt a bit awkward to be called Miss Snell. I still can't get used to it. I'm sure it will become more natural as time goes on.
さあ、
Shall we go? Dad looked at me nervously. I've almost never seen him like this. Dad is still in his god outfit. He wouldn't look good in the tux, so I prefer he stays this way. I was a god, and now I will marry and become human. It feels better this way. That's why we are taking the more modern approach by allowing the attendees to dress however they want. My wedding's gonna be a black tie event. Formal attire only, with the exception of one person that I know who's not gonna be required to wear formal wear. The music plays and the doors to the wedding chapel open. A flowery carpet I laid over glass is replaced across the aisle. I walk down there with Dad, arm in arm. I take each step carefully to make sure I don't trip over my own dress, and soon I arrive at the end of the aisle to where Shelby waits. I go from Dad to Shelby, from father to husband, from daughter to wife. This is how I'm changing. My daughter. I can tell that Dad was crying behind me, filled with emotion. Mom is pulling at Dad by the arm. Oh my, you're so helpless. My mom refused to speak with Dad when he cheated on her with the robot vacuum, but it seemed not to matter in the way she beamed at him. This is... I forgive you for cheating on me with the robot vacuum, honey. It wasn't your fault. I thought I brainwashed you. This is the gaze of someone who loves her husband. That's a real married couple. I look ahead and notice that the Reverend is looking at us. The wedding will finally begin. Shelby, do you promise to be true in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, and love her and honor her? I do. Katie, do you promise to be true in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, and love him and honor him? I do. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Yes. Shelby pulls up my veil and then... He wraps his arms around my waist and our lips touch. Okay, honestly though, that's fitting. It's a pretty wedding dress. I also looked at his tie matches, and he looks so much better with his hair slicked back like that. Why can't he wear it like that more? Like, he just looks good. Like, he doesn't look good, as good with his hair down. Like, bruh. I close my eyes and experience the most gentle kiss in the world. A precious kiss from your one love, the kiss of oath to become married. You're so beautiful, Katie. I know, thanks. Really? Yeah, I am the happiest man in the world. Shelby gazes at me sweetly. He says he's the happiest man in the world, and I feel the same. Because I have come together with my one true love. Congratulations! That's so wonderful, congrats! I heard applause and flower petals begin to fall. I know, it's so pretty! Huh? I thought the flower shower was saved for the when we exited the hall. I looked to my side and saw that there was a huge crowd. The co-workers in the next desk over to me and my colleagues in the planning department. I also see the people at Shelby's reunion cheering for us. Hey Shelby, you better take good care of your wife. Shelby, the SS, congratulations! Those guys. Shelby glanced over at them and made a weary smile. There was a time when we were a fake couple. It was for work and for status. But now we have become husband and wife of our own sake. We are driven by our newfound love for one another. It's okay if Cupid isn't around anymore, because we can still experience and feel love for one another. This ray blooms into the wedding chapel. White and blue flower petals dance around like sprinkling snowflakes. We are blessed by so many people as we kiss one more time. This is the expression of our oath to each other. Oh, this is really cute. I'm so happy with this. Happy endings are the best endings. Can't change my mind. That was so satisfying. Man, maybe I should just sit down and stream these games more. But that'd be some pretty long recording sessions, considering this was almost just a 3 hours. I need to learn Japanese so I can understand what they're saying. Cause I got a clue what Shelby's saying here. This was a lot of fun. Let's see.
DA536E ギャラリーの僕を見て顔面偏差値上げたら
They got 14 of the 16. Hey, look, it's Chi! Yeah, I totally get that. So I wonder if this one has 2 renditions then. Because if there's 14 to 16, one of these have to have either an alternative or this one has to have 2. You can. Oh, okay. So I wonder who I'm missing here. And I know I'm missing one here. I bet you it's date teams. Look, it's Alan! I love him. I don't care what anyone else says. I love him. I'm really excited about Rules Route, but we gotta do girls first. The completionist in me won't settle unless I do. But like, look at this cute one from Girls Route. This was back when they were in college. Anyway. I'll probably do the CG hunting when I'm not streaming. Let's see if anyone else is live right now. Cause it's almost 1 o'clock for me. And yeah, so kinda a little late, but honestly it's not terrible. I don't work tomorrow, so this is fun. I miss staying up late streaming. We have Uni playing, she's super cute. I haven't rated her before though. I don't watch her super often. But we could, she's playing Genshin. We could rate her, or we could rate Layla Games. She's playing Final Fantasy XIV Online. So, or we could rate a friend. Okay, so we have 3 options. We have Genshin Impact, we have The Great Ace Attorney, or we have Final Fantasy XIV. What do you guys think? Maybe Layla? It can be Layla. Okay guys, as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to eat some food, get some sleep, and get some water because you are important and so is your health. I will catch you guys in the next stream, which is tomorrow. And then, yeah, if you don't follow me on YouTube, make sure to check out YouTube and subscribe over there. So, I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. God bless. Bye-bye!